We're back in Renascence. We're at the end of an adventure here. We're about to start some downtime. As a very brief recap, you guys have just spent 11 days in hell, fighting for your lives, escaping and then returning to the Shadowfell, and contending with a dangerous abomination that dwelled deep within the island. It's dead now. You guys are big damn heroes. You got a sweet cash reward, some medals of honor and valor for your service to the island, and now you've got some time to kill.
It's exciting.
So, I figure we'll start this one out on the first of the new month. It'll be morning. This is the day after the award ceremony, and you guys, I presume, are staying the night at the Walnut Inn, or the Hazelnut Inn, excuse me, where you guys have been sort of staying with that elderly dragonborn proprietress.
Yes.
Sure.
So, are there any questions before we begin? One
will, if asked, will Gideon drink with me?
Interesting. Will Gideon drink with you? I think...
It doesn't have to be like the partying drink. Just like a couple drinks with us.
Is this so... I guess
Or
we'll
like
back up to the night before, right?
Yeah.
So the night of the 60th, you guys have gotten your money, you've gotten your medals. Gideon has been promised this fat donation from the Navy for his services, so he's probably in a good mood. I think he is probably not looking to like go out and drink, but I also think he needs somewhere to stay, and the Walnut Inn is a pretty quiet little inn. So I don't think he would be opposed to drinking. Although he will probably call it a night relatively early.
All right, Noel, it's our time to get him drunk and ask him all of our questions.
Do we have questions?
Okay.
I don't
So
know.
we'll pick
Do I have
up here then.
Although
If there are no
before
further
we
questions.
fully start, I do want to say no cat this week, unless her
Yes.
power miraculously comes back on at some point.
Yes. Burberry is contending with lovely Texas weather. So
Yeah. Also, sweet
Yay.
new stream overlay this week. Finally
shit, is
updated
there?
it after 50
Oh,
sessions.
shit. I have to go look now. Hold up. Pause the fucking...
I can't pause it. It's a live stream.
Okay, well, let me see here. Quang.
Got updated character art. Got a nice little scrolly map.
Wait, are you looking it up? Can I come look?
Ah, that's cool. Okay. So you've got like a little ping saying, "Hey, this is where we're at."
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, cool.
You always know
very
where
cool.
Waldo's at now.
Is Waldo in the party?
It could be.
That'll be David's next character.
That's dope.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. He's always been here.
He's been here the whole time. Very cool. All right,
All right.
slick. Yeah. So, any other questions before we start?
I'm good.
Okay, so the night after the award ceremony, you guys are at the Walnut Inn. You've been served dinner, and Lauren has asked Gideon if he is willing to drink. To which he will probably reply, I would not say no to a nightcap.
What do you like to drink? Is it a Shirley Temple with vodka?
Gin is fine.
I don't know. I was just making a joke since you're like this big.
No, I got it. It was a good joke.
Who is Shirley Temple?
Okay.
I believe she's an actress up in Chaser,
Hmm.
if I'm not mistaken. I'm familiar with the name.
It's one of those things where I've heard it before, but I don't know where.
Cool. If there's not like a bar, Alon will just pull out a bottle of gin.
There is
Rummaging.
a bar. There
Is a bar in this.
Perfect.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
I think the Dragonborn lady at this point is probably just kind of giving you free reign to like help yourselves. She trusts you guys to pay your way, and now that you're big damn heroes, like on the house tonight, please enjoy.
No, that's too dangerous for Lauren. She refuses to have that sort of freedom.
All right, your call. So yeah,
Need me to be your designated, Lauren.
your designated stairwalker.
I'll be fine. This is like nothing compared to what I usually drink. We're good here. I mean, I
Not
don't
wrong,
drink
but
that
let's
much.
see how that goes by the end of the night.
True. I do want to forget baby teeth.
Baby Teeth was the name you had for that creature.
Yeah, it came from John.
And then John told me about it, and I loved it. Then I started calling him baby teeth.
I would be curious to hear how that encounter went. We haven't really had a moment to actually talk about it yet. And considering the influences things had over the island for so long, that would be good information for us to have.
How the actual battle went down?
Yes, anything else you could tell me about the creature? I would like to make a more thorough investigation of its lair, but I feel that might be a little bit outside of our ability to do safely right now, unless you were willing to head back, which
I think we're going to take a break from spelunking for a little while.
I did not want to ask, so I understand. But anything you can share.
It's a hell of a walk, honestly. It took us 2 or 3 hours to get down there all the way. And at the end of it, there's a 500-foot climb.
That's deep.
Didn't you kind of make a map of it, though?
Oh, yeah, I do have... It's kind of... It was dark, and I was basically just kind of scratching directions, but here, you can take a look at it.
Well, I appreciate the thought. He will say as he just kind of
I always forget.
sits there.
Says Peter, not Noel.
Form is discernible. Writing, unfortunately, is beyond the keen of this magic. It's quite frustrating.
Wasn't it just a bunch of like tunnels? So maybe if can we tell him it was like right, left, left, big hole in center down?
I mean,
I can imagine.
Bless you.
I could just write out a series of directions for you, and you could have it just to give to someone who can read it.
That would be helpful. Yes.
I can do that.
So
Right, the encounter, yes.
yes.
We fought it a few times now, but this wasn't drastically different. Confirmed our suspicions about these smaller versions of itself that kind of like bud off of it. And it had these eyes.
They're horrible.
They were terrible. It kind of had like... It seemed like when we were hurting even external parts of it, the core was also being hurt. So it's got some kind of singular mind or something. Or did, at least. And beyond that, it had access to magic, to induce fear or create darkness. And is there anything else I'm forgetting? Otherwise, we just hit it with swords and stuff until it turned into
It had
dust.
the ability to summon things that I don't
Yeah.
like.
It was like this big mound in the center, and we pretty much just had to concentrate all of our fire on that guy because he had 3 of his really bad forms attacking us.
Yeah.
And
Honestly,
it wouldn't have ended well.
the core of it was pretty defenseless if it couldn't
It
create
was.
those buds.
Oh, I think real quick, would we know that it was kind of resistant to some damage?
Yeah, those of you who were fighting it in melee would have definitely felt it.
Okay, well then,
It was very, very thick-skinned creature.
yeah, so it was, I'll basically tell them that, like,
Yeah.
a lot of the sword attacks didn't do much, but lightning was very effective.
Well, that honestly is good to know. That lends some credence to the notion that it's definitely not a fiendish creature.
Is this in the realm of the Gatewatch, or is this entirely outside your purview?
In theory, I have no idea where this thing came from, which is troubling, but not much we can do about that. But no, something like this would be within our ability to engage with. It was, obviously, as I'm here. The trouble these days is what it's been since the fall. There's just too few of us, and a lot at risk if we lose the wrong person.
Oh, we appreciate you joining us.
Yes, thank you.
Well, I owe you an enormous debt of gratitude. You've done a lot for us by involving me. I don't feel that I really had much to do with the success of this operation, but the Presidium will be much better off than it has been for quite some time now. So, thank you. Immensely.
I guess you're welcome.
Don't think too much about it.
Will the Gatewatch be receiving any kind of financial boon from all this?
Yes. The Admiral has agreed to make a donation in light of our assistance with this operation. We cannot accept formal payment or commission for our work. But donations are still free game, so we'll take what we can get.
Here's hoping you get some good PR too.
Yeah.
I think this might be among the more notable accomplishments we've seen in recent years. Durin's been doing good work for us in Landor, but he is a long way from the mainland. Unfortunately. I recall hearing that you were planning to make your way out that direction over the course of your travels. That's still in your plans?
I have this bottle of whiskey to deliver him, so.
So yes.
At some point.
Excuse me. No. He will, he'll be lucky to have you if you are still in an adventuring mood when you get out there.
Here's a question I was actually just thinking about the other day. When we discovered the Gatewatch on Faerul, how those 2 were missing, did you ever figure out anything about them?
Well, excuse me.
You slow down a little bit there.
Is running through me. I'm sorry. I do not drink very often these days. Yes, those two have been there, manning that post since before the last incursion, truth be told. Old friends, and it is unfortunate. What's happened? I confess that we have not been able to glean any further insight into what happened to them.
Did you cast Sending?
I did.
No response.
No.
Maybe you just failed to send.
At this point, I am hoping for some manner of fey magic at work.
So what becomes of that outpost?
Well, if Jaren is able to break away from Landor for any period of time, he will definitely have some work ahead of him, investigating what became of that outpost among them.
We did ask the gatekeeper on Feral to try to keep an eye out for them. So.
Well, that is something, I suppose. Thank you. Worst case scenario, I suppose. Rainer and Secundo will likely be posted out that way once they have completed their training.
It should hopefully be a lot safer of a place now.
Yeah. Not run by a hag in here. Or hags.
Tenzin's just like creeping, like just off screen here.
Kitty.
Hey, Bubba.
Lauren, I feel like you should pick the next topic. Every time I bring something up, it gets sad.
Call me the life of the party. Huh? Let's have more drinks. Your drinking game.
A drinking game.
Yeah.
So you can drink the most.
No, that's not fair. I'll win.
That's true.
I am inclined to cede that victory to you. I am
Actually,
not
you know what?
confident
This
in
would
my
be-
tolerance right now.
That's okay. Actually, actually my tolerance isn't that great. I'd love to see this.
You're making a wise choice, man.
You're not helping.
I think you already conceded.
So I'll get like an extra glass and like a couple, and we're gonna try to like the coin to the cup thing. Where you like, I think you bounce the coin in or something like that. And the first to do it doesn't have to drink, but the person who fails has to drink. You guys know what I'm talking about?
I think so. Isn't it like a two-player game where you have the glass in front of you and whoever gets the coin in makes the other person drink? Something like that.
Yeah, and this time, whoever does it last has to drink.
Okay.
And I'll just drink with you.
We could do a couple of rounds, sir.
Sure. All right. I'll say everybody participating in this drinking game, bouncing the coin into the cup, give me a dex check.
Can I guess that Burberry went to the bathroom real quick and then came back and joined us.
You want to roll for Burberry?
Yeah.
Well, it's not great. I'll tell you that.
Oh, what are we rolling?
Dexterity.
John got a 9.
9.
Dex check, 21.
21.
Lauren
Damn.
got a
How much?
7.
7? Jesus. So 7, 9, 21. Noelle sounds like she's getting in first. Oof. Damn, Gideon rolled terrible too.
And he does not. He is blind. That makes it harder.
I mean, he can't read, but he can sense things around him. So, funny thing, Burberry and Gideon both rolled 6s. So, I will have
Maybe
them
Both just
roll
broke
off
the
to
glass.
see.
So now they just have to drink.
So let me roll to see who gets last. All right, Burberry got a 15. Oof, Gideon got an 11. So Gideon is the last to get the coin in. So he will begrudgingly take that shot and throw that back. I think one more round at most.
Can I make him a shot that's like dangerously delicious and just be like, trust me? So it doesn't burn as much.
I know my limits.
Never.
One more round.
Sure, we'll do one more.
One more round. All right, everybody roll dex checks.
No.
Burberry got another 6. Jesus.
20 total for Noel.
Noah's like, I'm not drinking.
Noel's fucking nailing it.
I've played tons of coin games.
Lauren got an
11. Okay. So Gideon got a 19 this time.
Oh.
Burberry got another 6. So
John got a 17.
yeah, so Burberry's drinking this one. Burberry will just kind of turn away from the table and raise the mask. You're not sure where the shot glass actually went. But eventually the mask closes, Burberry turns around. Okay. And
I'm going to assume that's
Yeah.
Burr on top today.
Yeah, that's why I was asking if you went to the bathroom.
oh, sure,
and then
sure.
came back.
Yeah. Yeah, we could definitely check with Kat and see what that would have been like. But yeah, if so it's Burberry's up 1, Gideon's up 1. You want to keep drinking, Lauren? Yes.
Yes.
All right, one more round. Everybody roll dex.
Yeah, Lauren's rolling terrible. 10.
Burberry got a 12 this time. And Gideon got a 15.
Well,
John got a natural 20 plus 2.
I got a 14.
She's like, oh, I get to drink today.
As she's like putting down her actual cup, she grabs the
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah.
So it sounds like a pretty like even mix of drinks going around. I think Noelle's probably the safest of anybody right now. Does not feel like she's going to lose a round of coins.
I think me and Burberry technically have the same decks, but
Burberry's rolling like shit.
but
That's
yeah,
the problem.
Burberry's not doing super hot, so
Over the course of this coin game, is there any shift in the conversation? Anything else you guys want to talk about?
apparently Lauren had questions. I don't know what those are.
I think it'd be something I'd ask Gideon more privately.
Burberry!
There's a Burberry.
You
Welcome
made
back
it.
from the bathroom, Burberry. You didn't miss much.
Oh, yeah, my power's still out, but I figured I could come in on my aftershocks, which is why the audio quality is not quite as good as usual.
That's fair.
We were playing a
You made
drinking
it.
game with Gideon.
You lost one round, so I assume Burr took the shot.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Harry's just sitting on the floor.
Yeah.
You know, under the coat.
Sure. But yeah, is there anything you would want to ask Gideon while you guys kind of have his undivided attention right now? You guys are just kind of kicking back at the Hazelnut Inn, just had dinner, having some drinks, decompressing.
Actually, yes, there was one question I had. How in the heavens did you get here so fast?
He'll point to Aloran, your friend, the conservator Alexei, was able
I wouldn't
to.
call him my friend. He's more of my boss.
Well, he speaks very fondly of your group, for whatever that's
Good.
worth.
Oh.
You just
But no,
not take
I
off.
mean, like that's all well and good, but like, how did you physically get here?
Teleportation spell of Alexei's.
Lauren, you have to explain to me how to do that, like, immediately. Not that I think that you would actually know, for the record, out of character.
Lawrence is gonna be like, I don't know how to
I
do
wish
that.
I knew. That's some powerful
Yeah,
magic.
I wish I could.
As
I just
do I.
remember Alexei, like, just popping up when we were in Feral at our little cabana,
Right.
and I was like,
Right.
that's probably
Sorry,
teleportation.
there was something in the way. I think I had to do that day.
Figured it would probably be wise to ask Alexei
Yes.
to use that.
Although he did want me to pass along to you for future reference that maybe that is not an ability he wants widely shared.
That makes sense. It's a slippery slope. One person teleports and then they all want to go.
I believe those were almost his exact words.
In our defense, he teleported into our room. So it's not like he was keeping it a big
just was
secret.
So,
And I
if
only
you got
told-
teleported here, are you planning on taking a boat back?
That was the plan. Yes.
Because the flying is very neat, but I wouldn't recommend doing it for long stretches of time. It's very taxing, I imagine. Not that I know anything about it.
I would agree with that. I have not found it to be a terribly useful means of long distance conveyance.
I don't know if it'd be faster, but we are probably going to use the Waylight to get to Faeril in the next few days at some point. And if you could get a boat from there to Freeport, that might go quicker. Although the Waylight's a little inconsistent as far as how long it takes.
We're heading back to Faerul.
We have magic items to pick up, or Barnaby does at least.
I want
Right,
to pick
okay.
up.
Because I do still want to go to what was it called? What was it called again? The shrine at the. Oof.
Oh, we're
I
still
wish I
going
had
to
my notes
Landor.
available. I'd be looking it up right now.
We'll still be going there at some point.
Okay, good. Because I have a quest, and it is
A quest?
honorable or some shit. I don't know.
A quest!
So you're welcome to join us for that, Gideon, if that seems like it'd be faster for you.
It would shorten your distance by a couple of days at least.
How long is a boat ride from here to Freeport?
It would be a little less than a week, if I recall what Admiral O'Gill said.
There is a chance it would take longer with the Phalite then. Or the Waylight.
Yes, if it's coming from Feral, I believe That is a almost as long of a trip sailing north.
But it keeps you off the water, which is much preferable.
For well, really not for any difference of time. 8 days from here to Farrell, or 8 days from here to Freeport. 8 days from Farrell to Freeport.
Out of character, do we figure out how much the magic stuff for me is going to cost?
So out of character, I do have numbers for you. In character, you have not gotten a quote yet, so.
Well,
We don't know.
well, no, it's not, because I was going to ask for if they wanted to make that magic item instead of paying me money.
Uh,
The Navy?
So, out of character, uncommon items are a few hundred gold, give or take, depending on what you're looking for. You guys got paid like 2,000 each.
I mean, that's still a pretty significant discount that they don't have to spend.
That's true. I mean, if you really don't want 2,000 gold and just want some sunglasses,
I mean, I'm saying I'll take the money that it I'll pay them the amount, or they'll not pay me the amount.
So if you just want to commission it here, yeah. I mean, if you want to commission it on Montauban, that's totally fine. That would probably not be a terribly difficult thing for them to do. I would like to commission the
Navy for Montauban to make it. Basically, I want to give them back their money. Not all of it, but the amount for the glasses.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, if you want to commission that item here, then I think you probably could have had that conversation with the Admiral after the award ceremony. She would have
avoided.
Which, yeah. I think it was Sidon was the one that John went through to get his shield too. So like, you could talk to him, and it would probably run you. Where was it? I had it written down. Is it in my document here? 300 gold pieces for these magical sunglasses.
My magic sunglasses are important.
Mm-hmm. So, if you want to drop 300 gold on those, get that squared away, and then they will be ready.
Could you do that for me, since I assume you have my character sheet open?
Yeah, so they will be ready on the 20th.
Oh, cool.
Or I guess it'll be the 21st, excuse me.
Thanks.
Cool.
I didn't have any other Gideon-specific questions, though.
I do have a question. Are we still going to go to Farrell? Nothing against Monty Ball. I would really love to go on another little mini vacation.
Farrell was beautiful.
I need a break after that.
And now we know the way.
That's
We
true.
do.
Sort of.
I do.
Well, if it's all the same to you, I think I will probably wait for my ship. I'm told there's one they're expecting from up north that should be in port either tomorrow or the day after.
It's fine by us.
I appreciate the offer. So, if that is everything, I think this second shot will be my last, as Gideon loses another round of coins. He will throw back the shot, turn over his glass. It was an honor serving this island with all of you, and I look forward to seeing you again, if I don't see you in the morning. For now, though, I am going to bed.
And you made enough money to get a maid for that place. Sorry.
We are definitely
sorry.
We are definitely better off than we were. And again, thank you for that. You were in the bathroom when I was thanking the others for that. That thank you. I'm definitely feeling.
I apologize to him.
I am definitely feeling this. I'm going to bed.
Wait, sorry. One last question for Gideon. Would you want us to reach out if we found any other opportunities out here that we felt you could contribute to?
Well, if you are, dear God, if you are heading to Landor, I don't know that I will be adding much more to the effort. Durin is heading over there, but I am sure that he will be happy for your assistance if you are looking to help. But anywhere else, I appreciate if you keep us abreast of anything you find, even if it's not something that we can jump on immediately. Knowing is better than not. So.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Real quick, can I ask something? And then as he's walking away, she'll pop up and.
Sure. Yeah, he's he's heading upstairs. And he's starting to kind of like stumble on steps. And as you catch up to him, he's like, "What did you put into those shots?"
They're dangerously delicious, aren't they?
I'm glad I stopped at 2.
Sorry, I'll be a little less heavy-handed next time.
I would appreciate it.
If I gave you a letter for Gerald, would you mind to?
For Gerald.
Yeah. So I'm back there anyway.
Can see that it reaches him. Yes.
She's bright pink right now. You probably can't tell.
He's not gonna read it.
I have to say, this is the longest distance sex thing I've ever seen.
And then I'll also ask a more serious question and be like, you might know this. I don't know if you do or not, but I figured you do because you're the top dog, right?
Ostensibly.
I've been making little donations for Gerald's armor. Do you know how much more is needed for it?
To forge a new suit.
Or you can figure it out later. Think about it. I was just curious.
It's a sum. We could theoretically put some of what we were given by the Navy towards that funds, and it would cover the suit itself, but that would still require the materials for the enchantment, which is almost as costly. So it's a lot. That armor was an heirloom, and if you do manage to help Durin out enough that he can come back and do something about that situation, that would honestly be a huge help. That beef belly fellow has it coming.
Yeah. If there's any ingredients you need or anything for the enchantment, a list would be handy.
I can get in touch with Erin about that. Have her get back to you. Or I suppose I'll get back to you with her list.
I think we'll be in Feral for next week.
All right.
Okay.
Are we hearing
Okay,
this
that's it.
conversation?
Thank
I assume Aloran has just walked him up to his room because he was leaving to go to bed.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
pretty much.
Yeah. So,
Do you want to know about this conversation?
Well, no, I was just because you can also just tell him he can tell Loverboy what the list is, since you talk to him on a fairly regular basis.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll just tell him that. Be like, you could also just have Gerald send it too. Because he better be writing me that.
yes.
Actually, don't tell him I said that
I
last
will.
part.
I will let him know.
Okay, well, this has been wonderfully awkward, so I'm gonna go now.
I am also going to go into my room and get some sleep.
All right, have a good night. And she'll just like dash away, just like sprint down the stairs. Like,
He's just gonna quietly let himself into his room. You hear a muffled like "ow" as he like hits something before he closes the door.
Can I roll an insight on how awkward that was for Gideon?
Yeah, sure.
I'm definitely curious
Okay,
what
roll
his
this.
deal is.
His deal.
Like, what's it? What is he reserved about this relationship because it's just odd for him, or is it like some weird Gatewatch thing?
I also want to roll for that question as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Insight.
I'm doing all the insights.
It's fine. You don't actually work there, and there's no rule about dating your coworker.
Exactly. I technically don't work there. So I rolled a 19 plus.
19 plus 6. Gideon is usually a pretty stoic, expressionless individual. Usually he's pretty hard to read, but you got a couple shots into him. He, I think, gives off this how to describe it. It's not disapproval. You definitely don't get that sense. You do get a sort of incredulity off of him. There's a little, almost like continued like surprise, I think, that you kind of read into his tone. And I think you also pick up like a note of just like concern.
Oh.
Like I said, it's not necessarily negative. There's reservation, and there's clearly like history there that he is reflecting on. I think thinking about it, like your read on him in this moment and your conversations with him in the past, you, I think, probably just pick up there is some underlying concern for Gerald's well-being in this relationship.
You're too dangerous for him, Lauren.
Uh-oh.
Not necessarily like he disapproves it. Like you never get that sense of disapproval off of him. But you do get the sense that like
It's your heart, and you might vanish out of nowhere.
he does seem to be invested in Gerald's well-being. So
Aw.
I think that's kind of the bent to the concern that you pick up. Just
Alright,
like
so
just like
Lauren-
sitting there and kind of thinking about it.
All right. Well, Lauren is definitely going to take a few shots after that.
Oh, okay.
Like, oh, God. He hates me.
26. He doesn't disapprove. He doesn't dislike you. He hates me.
I'm just glad it's not like this will be awkward when we sacrifice Gerald to Belothamog in a few months or something.
We know about Belothamog.
Yes, one of our 2 active senior field agents is going to be sacrificed.
Belothamog is
ritually.
hungry.
Now that he doesn't have any equipment, he's useless to us.
Yeah, you lost the armor, Gerald. What
Yeah,
I
that's
gotta
like
do?
an ultimate
Fucking idiot.
penalty for the Gatewatch. You lose your armor, you get eaten.
Sacrificed to an eldritch god.
Yep.
For some reason, there's so few of them. They just kept losing their armor.
I mean, they did end up like fucking stashing and destroying a lot of their shit, so they didn't have to turn it over back during the fall.
I bet there's
That
a
was,
secret stash of it somewhere. Thousands of gold.
Well, not gold, magic items, but you know.
Yeah, 1,000 gold worth of stuff. While Lauren was having that conversation, I was teaching Burberry how to properly toss a coin into a cup.
Wait, so, like, you
Okay, you want to put it...
bounce it off?
Okay, so you want to put it on between your thumb and your index finger. And then you just only use the thumb. You don't move the rest of your fingers.
Okay, that's good. Wait, but what if I'm all thumbs?
That's tricky.
Yeah. We like pan down to the table, like looking at the like you have Noel's like humanoid hand, and then you have Burberry with his fucking like 3-fingered claw. Which one is my thumb?
No, so
I never did decide after we changed.
So he does have it between his forefinger and his thumb, but like because he has those wicked claws, like he's trying to figure out how to hold it without getting it caught on the nail. But if he throws it.
That's the tricky part. You got to use like the edge of the finger.
I'll roll a thing. Roll me a dex thing to see if I successfully get his cup.
I'll give you advantage because Noel's helping. All right, that's a nat 1. And that's a nat 20. Hey,
Hey, that was better than
Noel.
I ever rolled.
Good teacher at coin drink games.
There you go.
The winner.
Hopefully you won't have as much problems now.
Does it work the same for a silver and a copper if he just like starts trying to bounce?
I don't know. They might have different weights.
I mean, yeah, they're bigger.
And it goes perfectly fine until Noel throws one into a glass that actually has something in it, and then downs the glass and forgets there's a coin in there.
Oops.
It's the risk of this game. It's a choking hazard.
That's
So,
fine. I'll just make sure to spiff it up extra good when it comes out the other end.
is there anything else that we want to cover tonight before we
I think we
Head
can
to
go
bed.
to bed.
take a rest,
Yes, but
wake up fresh in the morning?
Oh wait, shit! I did
I
have
assume-
one thing.
Oh,
Sorry,
Ooh.
I had a sending I
One last
wanted to
thing
do
for
it before bed.
ooh, okay.
I'm gonna contact Jade again.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna open up my notebook to the message that I had written for her follow-up.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say, "Hey Jade, sorry to leave you hanging after my first message. I've been busy. Where are you these days? What have you been up to?"
Well, I have been working as a mercenary of sorts. Was working in Guinedos, but I'm moving to a new town. I think she's trying to be careful not to go over her word count.
What'd you say, Guinedos?
Yes.
Where's that?
I
I
was
got the
give me a
map.
history check. You do have a map.
I got the world map.
You do have a world map.
If you'd like help, I can help you.
Yeah. I'll say, give me a history check just so I can see how much you actually know about this town.
Okay. I rolled 2.
Not much.
She's in Gyarados?
Gyarados. So it is a pretty remote settlement. Kind of in the wilderness, out in the desert.
It's over by
on the
Sun
very far.
Chaser, kind of.
It is well to the west of Chaser.
Yeah, okay, I see it.
Yeah, it's isolated. I think Noelle would probably know that there's money there, but beyond that, there's not much else. It's not a town that's come up much as a former alien. It's just not really relevant to the politics in her region, and it's not super connected to the Emerald Coast. Like, its name has probably come up a handful of times, but since you guys have been hanging out primarily in like port towns, it just doesn't really figure because it would be more prevalent among like kind of like overland trade discussion. So like merchants and caravan guys that you've passed by may have mentioned it.
Mm-hmm.
But beyond that, it really hasn't come up.
Okay. I'll leave it there for now and go to bed.
Okay, cool. So, next morning, Risen the 1st, 10th month of the year, 120 days before New Year's. You guys wake up refreshed. The day is yours to do with as you will. I assume Lauren took some time before bed to write that letter for Gideon to deliver.
Yes, very thorough.
Okay.
Oh yes, I probably also gave Lauren those instructions for Gideon if he wants to explore that cave at any point.
Yes.
I'll say the letter's pretty thick.
Okay. Multiple pages.
Yes.
Sure. I think you'll probably see like the eyebrows behind the blindfold kind of raise a little bit as he takes hold of it, but there's no comment really. He'll just kind of stash it in his satchel.
Bright pink face.
He doesn't react.
I know, but it's still like, there's nothing in this letter besides just information. She doesn't say that. But that's what she's saying.
She's thinking it.
Yeah. And then... Yeah.
That's it?
We probably will
and I'll give the instructions to her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll probably need to head to the naval base at some point to figure out how our money is going to be distributed.
Yes.
So I imagine that would happen in the near future here.
Yeah, if you guys want to tackle that today, there's a couple ways that this could be handled. Admiral O'Gill will tell you that they can have coins delivered here if you really want the coin on hand. It will take time, probably a couple weeks, but they could have the coin delivered. Alternatively, if you guys are planning to leave Montebon, she could write you guys letters. If you're heading back to Freeport, say, you can take those letters to the naval base in Freeport and collect your coin there. If the banking thing comes up, which
that's what
I don't think there's a reason for that to be a secret. Yeah. She says that she could definitely have that done the fastest. That would be something that could be taken care of within, 4 or 5 days. She just has to get word to her superiors and get them to sign off on it.
Noelle would have a special request for... Oh, sorry, go ahead, Burberry.
Oh, I said I'd be down for that. For just going straight to the bank.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would mention while we were talking to who is this?
This would be the Dragonborn Admiral O'Gill.
Is this the one that's the pirate?
No, that is the Goliath woman, Vevi. Ellen Helly.
Okay, yeah. Well, I would like a portion of my money to go to an anonymous donation to the orphanage that John grew up in.
In Helmfirth. Interesting. Yes, I believe we could arrange for that. How much would you like donated?
Noelle will just write it on a slip of paper and hand it over.
She will take the paper, flip it open.
I'll just
Okay.
DM you how much she's going to donate.
Sure. She will tuck that into her pocket, and she says, "We can certainly make the arrangements for that to happen."
Thank you very much.
Of course.
While we're here, Lauren would like to give back the stuff that the Goliath lady used.
Right. So, I think you would remember that she was like, "Yeah, don't tell nobody that I gave you this." So how do you like slip away from this conversation to go drop that off?
Do you have a latrine I can use?
Oh yeah, the bathroom's just down the hall. First door on the left.
Okay, thank you so much.
Cool. So Laura walks away.
So sneaky.
And immediately fucking veers off course, like upstairs to that tiny closet office where the Admiral is in the process of putting together some papers of some kind, it looks like. When you knock on the door and walk in, it's you. Well, congratulations. You guys are alive.
Yeah.
And heroes, looks like.
Yes. I came to give you your things back. And she'll put the mana potion, and then I'll give her like the earring and
You
some things.
didn't use any of these, damn. She honestly looks kind of impressed. She will. Well, have you given any further thought to my request?
Like?
I guess.
I'm gonna pause real quick, and just to clarify with the party, we have kind of agreed to go and do this, correct?
Yeah, I definitely think at some point in this session, I'd like to RP some kind of like, what's our long-term plans here, but I think generally it seems like we're on board for this part. So,
Yeah, so I'd give her like, yeah, we're planning on.
Out of character, are we planning on going back to Faerul, picking up our stuff, then coming back here?
potentially, I'm not sure how else we'd get to Daggermore.
Yeah, because the whole order of operations, because one of the reasons that we were talking about taking her in the first place was we were going to take her through the Feywild with the thing, because she couldn't
I don't think we're
leave
taking
normally.
her, though.
No, we can't take her.
She would bail
She
on
has to
us.
stay here.
100% she'd bail.
Flashback to the conversation right before bed last night. It's like, so with this whole Daggermore thing, yeah, we're not taking her. No, we're not taking her. Cut back to the present. Lauren's like, yeah, we're definitely helping.
Look, I'm not saying we're not helping. I'm saying we're not going to bring her.
No, I know. It was just funny how adamant that was. When it
Like,
came
I'm
out.
just saying, we
Sorry.
didn't even need to make an insight check, and the DM gave us that. So, she would fucking bail on us.
Yeah, and then we would get in trouble, and we just
Yeah.
made good terms with them, so no.
Oops.
But yeah, I'll let her know that we will be going there.
Cool. Any idea when?
I believe it's next on our list after we kind of resupply.
Gotcha. Well, whenever you guys are ready to start making plans, you know where to find me. She'll gesture to her tiny office. So, guess I'll see you when you're resupplied.
And then I will hand her a bottle of...
She will very gladly take that and immediately unscrew it and take a long swig.
And she was going to take out 2 more and be like, just because I like you. the way you drink.
You're a fucking saint. She'll take him and stash him in her fucking desk. Oh, get some rest.
Yeah,
See you when I see you.
might. Yeah, we're planning on getting stuff that might take a while. Not like a long time, but it'll take time.
I've got 2 months, so here's hoping I see you before then.
Oh, it will.
Cool. Thank you. All right, cool. So stuff is returned. The party reconvenes.
Are we commissioning magic items here or no? Is that a thing we can do?
I was.
Yeah, so Burberry has commissioned an item. John commissioned an item earlier this past week. So John's will be ready on the 13th. Burberry's will be ready on the 20th. Or the 21st, excuse me.
Okay, so if we all commission stuff today, we could have it kind of all ready by the 21st-ish?
If you all commission it here, yes.
Because if we're going to come back here anyway, we might as well just all put in our commissions here now.
Yeah.
I need to commission some non-magical items, but
Oh, shit.
I'll be commissioning a cloak of protection that is more suited as a skirt.
Mm-hmm.
Protection?
What?
Skirt of protection? Or does it just let you skirt damage?
Lol.
Lauren doesn't like cloaks. She does not. It
It makes swimming hard.
Yeah. And then I'll do a bag of holding as well. For my booze.
Okay. So I think when you guys seek out Sidon to go like talk about this stuff, he will actually like go and grab one of the mages who like works on this kind of stuff, and sit him down with you guys so he can actually like discuss things properly, because this is not Sidon's area of expertise. And this is a relatively young-looking gnome named Wargrim. Wargrim Son Bodeber. It's a fucking weird name.
Love the name.
Bodeber?
Yeah, Son Bodeber. So you're looking for commissions, magical equipment.
We have quite a few.
Happy to help you guys. As soon as you mentioned this bag of holding, he kind of like he's halfway like through writing it. He's like, "Wait, are you talking like an actual, like bigger on the inside type of situation there?"
I have a lot of booze here.
Okay. So I'm gonna warn you now. All right.
Broken as
It's
fuck.
doable. It's doable. It's dangerous. It's just really, they're dangerous. Okay. I just want you to know what you're asking for. I'm happy to help. You know, we owe you guys the world for what you
Why is
did.
it dangerous? If I flip it up inside out, doesn't it?
No. You can do whatever you want to the bag itself. Just cut the bag, damage the bag. The bag stops working. That's bad, right? If you put a bag like that inside another, we call them extra dimensional spaces, right?
Yeah.
They will implode, and they will tear a hole through the fabric of the plane and take you with it. Okay? I'm telling you now, because it's been a problem in the past. And there's a reason we don't really make a lot of them anymore. It's precarious.
Okay, so don't put a bag of holding into a bag of holding.
Or any other sort of extra. Some people, they used to make them with like big fucking carpets, right? That you could dump all your shit into the carpet. It was like a big hole,
Okay.
That was also bad. Don't do it with those.
What about these banking things we have?
So those are safe only because this is not an extra dimensional space, right? Those vaults, the vaults of Handler, they are not extra planar. Those are here. they're just up in the Samores. It's more of a wormhole situation you're putting it through. So safe to put
So
it
what if
in
I
there.
was to travel through like a dimension with a bag of holding implode again? So it's technically being put into another like portal?
So it's not leaving the plane that's the problem. It's the exact nature of these sorts of expanded geometries, right? You've got a thing that's bigger on the inside than it should be. Putting another thing like that you get a really nasty arcane interaction. It's just the whole thing starts kind of occurring. It's like dividing by zero. You know, it's just bad juju, magic wise. You can take it wherever you want. Just don't put it in another one of these bags.
Okay, I can do that.
That's the big thing.
Okay.
Cool?
Yeah.
Okay. You have been warned.
Inside check, Lauren.
No, never mind. I'm not gonna ask that question.
What do you want to ask?
If I ask it, does it count?
What do you mean, does it count?
If I ask you, does it count like I'm asking the gnome?
You can ask me. I won't answer unless you're asking the gnome, but you can ask me.
I was
Sure.
gonna say, can we put like bodies in there?
You could put whatever will fit inside like a purse-sized opening, basically.
Can I try to get it commissioned with a
Or a satchel-sized opening. Do what?
Can I get it?
What you're saying is we just need to dismember it.
Chop it up, it'll fit perfectly, yeah.
Okay. Well, you can't leave it in there because it'll stink.
I'm
Yes.
concerned that this is a normal conversation for you.
I don't know. Well, what if we need like a head to show that we killed somebody? I don't want to be just having a head hanging on my
Don't
backside.
get me wrong. Getting ahead of others is quite funny, but as much as that is amusing,
Ew.
I mean, I guess I can't talk. I stole a boat like
And no, I do not ask the gnome this question.
That's fine, yeah.
Okay.
No. Bodies are not going to have any negative interactions with a bag of holding. It's just the interdimensional
Unless
space
that
problem.
body has a bag of holding on it.
Yes, that would be
Yes,
bad.
that body is bad holding.
So check your bodies before you stash them. Make sure they don't have their own bags.
Like the problem is like you're talking about this interdimensional, and like Lauren is just sitting there like, this is kind of cool. Kind of want to see it happen, but you can't. Don't
We'll
insight
see.
check me.
He can't tell. It's a 4.
Okay, good. Sweet. Don't insight check me.
I love the very urgently explaining the dangers. Pan back to Allura and just fucking blank expression, wide-eyed. Fucking zoom in on that. You just see the wheels fucking turning. Like, oh my god.
I think I can have a lot of fun.
It's a
bag. I got a bomb bag?
Half a bomb.
Can I make that 2 bag? I'm just kidding.
You got a bomb without a fuse. What you got?
So, you've been warned. It is now outside my hands. As soon as you take possession of this bag, I'm not culpable, right, Sidon? We're good? Sidon just kind of looks at him like, I was not even aware that was a problem, but yes, it should be fine. You can make that happen for her. Yeah. No, I can totally make it. I can do that. So that's not a problem. So, bag, skirt. He looks at the rest of you.
I would like a pair of glasses made.
Glasses. Okay.
Yes, I don't do quite well with sunlight, and I get burning headaches. So, if it would be possible to make glasses that would stop
You want
that
some-
from happening.
Yeah, like some soothing kind of like aloe feel, or yeah, we could probably figure something out like that.
Sort of like the opposite of these goggles.
He'll take them and these are nice. Huh. Okay. I guess if you can see gooder. And, yeah. No. Okay. You know what? Yeah. We'll I'll see what I can do.
I want to be able to stare directly at the sun.
This has been a dream of Burberry's.
Some blackout goggles. Gotcha.
There's a solar eclipse coming up.
Would that basically be what I'm asking for? Kind of is just an improved pair of sunglasses.
Really dark fucking sunglasses. So dark, you basically are always looking at everything through dark vision.
It is basically just welding goggles at that point.
Just like little pinholes.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. No, we can do that.
Excellent. Could you make them fit this? And he taps his mask.
He'll pull out a couple of calipers and a ruler, take a couple measurements. Yeah, no, I could definitely do that. Scratches it down.
Thank you.
Anything else?
I'm looking for non-magical things myself, so.
I have a couple of magical things while we've got your ear.
Okay.
I would love if you could enchant this instrument I have. I'll take out my lyre, put it on the table.
Oh.
I've heard that sometimes instruments can be enchanted so that they can increase the effectiveness of charming effects.
Interesting. Actually, shit. I think
Out
I
of
think,
game,
I
I would
think
say that basically I'm just saying I want the drum, but not an actual drum.
Sure. Yeah. He'll kind of be tapping his lips. Like, I'm pretty sure Guinea actually used to do some work with Folk Up and Chaser before he joined up. He'd probably know something about that. Yeah. That should be doable.
Okay.
Cool.
And then
so
the other one was, would it be possible to enchant this studded leather armor I have to make it a little more, I guess, a little stronger?
let me take a look at that. Leather. So, I'll warn you now. Getting this kind of I don't want to get too technical. It's weird. If we're just okay, I got no way to justify this in universe. For whatever fucking reason, Cloak of Protection is just +1, and +1 to saves. That's just uncommon. +1 armor is a rare item.
Oh.
It doesn't require attunement though, and I think that's probably the major reason.
Oh, that's probably it. Is +1 really rare?
Yeah.
Huh.
I pulled it up. I was like, oh fuck. So +1 armor is rare, non-attunement. Cloak of Protection, uncommon but with attunement.
And is the sword attunement that we have? Sorry, not the moon blade that I was thinking about using.
That one I believe is attunement, yes, because you've got to be able to connect with it to like change its shape.
Okay. I might have to forego the armor for now, because I've already attuned to the Masquerade tattoo.
Right.
How much extra would it cost to knock off attunement for the glasses?
How much extra? I would say
for the glasses, but they attune. So how much more would it cost to make it so that you didn't have to attune to them?
I would say, looking at the difference between +1 armor and a +1 Cloak of Protection, I would bump it up a rarity. So I would go from uncommon to rare. So you're looking at, instead of a few hundred, it'd be a few thousand gold pieces.
Okay, so I'm sorry, this is gonna sound weird. So if I don't want to spend the few thousand gold pieces right now, could I have them modify the enchantment that's going on this pair for later? Since the
Like
groundwork
if you came back later with more money, have them change it.
Yeah.
That's reasonable. Yeah, that's doable.
Cool. All right. Because I don't want to spend all of my money right now, but
yeah,
I would like to that later down the line.
Sure, that's fair.
So I'll just do the drum right now.
Right. It'll be is it a lyre or a lute?
I have a lyre.
Lyre. Okay. So like a little hand harp situation. Cool. So it'll be a rhythm keeper's lyre.
Yeah, basically.
Effectively. Okay. Rhythm keeper's lyre, cloak of protection, bag of holding. John's got his +1 shield coming, and Burberry's got his magic glasses. So let me get some prices for everyone. I think we're probably going to get all of these all in one session. It's just going to be half now up front and then half upon delivery.
Okay.
So, Lauren, for the cloak in the bag, or the skirt in the bag, your total is going to be 850 gold pieces. Okay. Burberry, for the glasses, it's going to be 300. Noel, for the lyre, it is going to be 500.
Okay.
And John has already commissioned the shield, and he took that in lieu of the cash reward. I did check that. So that is technically already paid for. And then the only other thing that I have is Barnaby's boots, which are currently on Feral, and they will be ready tomorrow.
Excellent.
And that means that you will owe another 200 on them.
Yes.
Or no, another 250, excuse me.
Yes.
Sorry, the amount we just paid, was that the full amount or the half up front?
That was the full amount.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just took the full amount out of my.
Yeah. I was just letting y'all know the way they would handle it technically would be half up front, half on delivery, but I think we're going to be covering this all in one session,
Yeah.
So I
So
don't imagine. Yeah. Do you get what?
An ETA on my shield?
The 13th.
13.
So about a week and a half from now.
Okay.
And then all of these items will be ready on the 21st.
Got it. So that's basically when we can start our next quest.
Yeah. If you guys get back here by the 21st, you can start adventuring.
Okay.
So, with
Okay.
items commissioned,
There are some
Barnaby
non-magic
needs
items
to
I
commission
need to
some
get.
stuff.
yes, what
Yes.
were those?
I need to get me a new set of armor.
Okay. We've definitely got smiths working with us. We might be able to sell you something out of the armory.
All right, and also, where is your nearest carpenter?
We've got some carpenters on base, I think. Right side? So, yes, we can certainly assist you with whatever you're looking for as far as military equipment. What are you looking for exactly?
Well, I'm looking for some. He looks down at his leather armor that's just got cuts and everything everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for something a little more sturdy in the middle district and in the coverage of all over.
Sure. I mean, how comfortable are you in full body armor? 40, 60 pounds of weight.
I'm good.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Carried an 80-pound barrel around for a good while full of fish. That's not too bad.
You're probably going to be fine then. Well, sure. He'll call one of the guards. If you could show him down to the armory, help him find what he's looking for. Just come back to me once you've picked something out, and we can figure out a price. So what are you looking for here, Barnaby? Plate?
Yep,
It's going to be 1,500 gold pieces.
that's fine. I am going to look for the older style looking plate. It looks more Barnaby than shining metal. A little bit more worn down.
Okay.
Can I get some color job on this too, like some paint or something?
I mean, if you want to paint it, yeah, that's totally fine.
You looking for a refurb?
All right.
What are you looking? You want to refurbish some armor?
I'm looking for some in the tune of his banjo. Worn down a bit more redneck like.
Redneck plate mail. Gotcha.
Yeah.
We'll say they're showing you through some like pretty uniform sets, and they're just not like hitting you. So they take you back to like the scrap room to stuff that like is due to be either like melted down or at the very least like heavily repaired. And there is a few sets of like pretty old, partially rusted in places plate mail. And what they tell you is that some of this stuff is like, ocean floor salvage stuff that got dredged up and that they've just been putting off actually melting down or touching up. One of them's probably got like some barnacles or something like growing on his shoulder. like
more my style.
The crusted fucking little sea warts. So
I got the barnacles off, but yeah, this looks like it.
This one, you sure?
Oh, I'm sure.
All right, sure. Yeah.
Must have character. Besides, you can buff that out anyways.
Whatever you want, my guy. We'll say for they probably offer you the janky plate mail at a discount. Are you planning on making your own modifications to it?
Slap modifications, yes.
So we'll say between the discount and whatever work you end up doing, we're still going to come out to like $1,500 in total cost. But yeah, you pay the Navy, a discounted rate for some fix me up plate mail and procure some materials later to start touching it up.
Yes, I do need to paint it and sand it.
All right.
Not
Cool.
in that order.
So Barnaby now has a suit of plate mail.
Sweet.
Yes.
Dope.
Actually, since I'm thinking about it, would I be able to modify part of my cloak into being a cloak of protection?
If you want to commission that, yeah, sure.
Yeah, although I think it would be very unnerving because like Burberry would come out and like it's just all the white fabric that's supposed to be on the underside of his coat.
Like the lining. Sure, yeah. Cloak of protection is $450.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
So a total of $750.
Yes.
And as I said, I'm sorry, I don't actually have access to Burberry's character sheet at the moment.
That's fine.
So if you could take the money.
I can make a note.
Lauren and Burberry.
Or I can take it out at the start of next session. I'll just need to be reminded.
Yeah, let
What's the Lord
me.
in Burberry?
You're both getting a cloak of protection.
Oh, okay.
So let me go to. Oop, that is not the right number. Total encumbrance. Yo, Burberry, what's going on with your fucking wallet?
Shit.
What'd you do to your wallet? What is 49G?
Oh, that's so 40. The part of that is the stuff that I keep on me, and part of me that is the stuff I keep in the bank.
Okay, is 49 in the bank?
49 is what I'm carrying on me, but the rest of it is what I carry in the pouch.
Gotcha. Okay. Your totals are all jacked up. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna say 49. That'll be one. No, that'll be 98 Electrum. So you're carrying the Electrum on you. The gold's in your bank.
Cool.
Fair. Okay. So we're gonna take out 750. So you have 503 left, Burberry. And then I'll put in your attuned magic items. We have Cloak of Protection. And these are going to be called Lenses of Solar Protection. All right.
Day vision.
Yeah.
DM, I apologize.
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
I was thinking, how much would it cost to turn this plate mail that I've just got into mariner's armor?
Mariner's armor.
Yes. It's still an uncommon magic item. It's from the DMG.
Okay.
I feel that's a good idea for anyone who goes swimming.
Say 350.
350. I'll do it.
Okay. So that'll also be enchanted over the course of the next 20 days.
Okay.
Perfect.
And then I had the okay. So Burberry is currently attuned to all, so 2 cloaks and sunglasses.
So I think I'm actually only going to be able to hang around for like another 15 minutes because this is really draining on my phone and I do need it to survive the night.
Okay.
Sure.
No, that's fair.
Is there anything else that you want to take care of over the next 20 days, Burberry?
Yes, I would like to make a copy of my God Compendium to submit to the conclave.
Okay.
And I will think more on that and message direct.
Okay.
That's the main thing I want to do.
Okay. I think with 20 days to burn, you can definitely do that. Very easily.
Could I, if Noelle is game, could you help me start tracking on learning a new language?
Sure. I can
Oh.
help you.
I don't remember. I know you speak one thing that I don't.
Elvish, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you tracking your Elvish progress anywhere, Burberry?
I think I don't have a lot of time in it because we only really touched on it whenever we were at the resort.
Yeah.
So I don't think we've covered any more since then, but just, figure add it to the...
Okay. So Burberry will learn some more Elvish over the next 20 days. Learn more Elvish.
Just send him off into a corner with homework and
Sure.
Oh. Real quick, Lauren did have a couple things, Burberry, she wanted to do.
Yeah, go for it. What?
So one of them was if we do end up going to Feral, and there's like the temple and stuff, she was gonna ask for your help with like meditation and stuff like that.
You'd like to learn more about the way?
Yes.
He gets really excited.
And then she'd also would like to see if Burberry would like to drink with her.
Well, part of me says no, but the other part of me says yes. So yeah, Burr's down.
Okay.
Actually, it's funny. I think Barry is actually the only one that's going to be able to speak Elvish.
Whatever works.
I mean, let's that seems apropos, right? Burr's going to be drinking with Lauren, and Barry's going to be sitting on the floor studying.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Okay. So, Kat, I have added the Cloak of Protection calculation to your armor class. I am putting it into your saving throws as well. So that is now in your shit. You've also got the Cloak of Elvenkind, which you already know about, and your sunglasses, which will help with your sunlight problems. So, your Gucci looks like.
Next, I'm going to be really weird and just be like, can you move the stuff from the Cloak of Elvenkind to this Burberry patterned shawl?
I'm surprised you didn't go for the shawl first.
Well, so I thought about it. I was like, well, the cloak is something that I always have. Because initially what I was going to do is I was going to say, hey, could you do this to my hat?
Mm.
But then it occurred to me that a hat can get knocked off. And a shawl can get pulled off. It's a lot harder to take off a coat.
This is fair. Okay.
Plus, it's probably something that I'm going to keep attuned, like, even as I get more magic items or switched out or whatever, so, like, because that's actually a pretty useful thing just in general.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I don't know. It made sense. Even if I'm going to be a little bit cold for the next, couple of days. Still layering anymore.
Okay, I'm trying to think of, off the top of my head, other rando stuff we can take care of. I did want to have some sort of, like, Lost Emeralds group meeting at some point, so maybe we could jam that in here real quick.
Yeah, if you guys want to have a conversation about plans before you depart for Feral.
Yeah, before we start doing stuff.
Yeah.
I'd say probably just, like, in the morning the next day, Noel would collect everybody and just say, so this seems like it's been working pretty well, and it seems like we're all on board to keep going with this. But I wanted to ask everybody before we left to start doing other stuff. Do each of us have long-term goals for this? Something we all want out of this, besides just money?
Filling out my bucket list.
Distracting a god.
I mean, coping with trauma.
That is the real answer.
Do you want me to go first?
I was actually going to see if you'd be game for drinking and talking to Burr about that stuff.
Yes, that was also part of the meditation thing.
Oh, okay.
Look,
We wanted to work on.
Meditation is code for drinking and talking.
She's gonna be drinking and talking, but she's actually going to try to meditate and try to come to terms with her trauma.
Sure.
Keyword try. Because I will say, probably, if anybody sleeps in the same room with Lauren, you'll probably notice that she does not sleep very well right now. So.
Fair.
I think John has three goals on this
Okay.
journey. One is definitely money. His orphanage definitely needs it. Two would be for John himself to get stronger so that he can protect Helmsworth in the future.
Right.
And the third is just he's never really left the area, so he's now got a chance and he wants to just kind of explore.
Okay.
What about you, Noel?
That's a good question. To be honest, I'm not really in it for the money, I guess, as much. I think this is just a good opportunity to actually make the world a little bit better. Which sounds so cheesy when I say it out loud, but that's something I don't really have much experience in. What'd you say?
I said that's a very you statement to make.
Yeah.
I think Laura will also kind of be like, I've caused enough death that I understand that.
Yeah, I guess we all have stuff that we need to... Maybe not all of us, but I get where you're coming from, Alarn, to some degree. Burberry, I should ask you, do you want to pursue this curse of yours to any degree in the future?
I mean, I believe that anybody would want to be themselves in their entirety, and while it's fun always having someone to talk to, oh yes, it's absolutely amazing. It's always interesting conversation. It's like he knows what I'm thinking. Yeah, that. I am trying to come to terms with what I am currently, and hopefully that will help me to progress with maybe finding myself again, as I was maybe not exactly before, but at least to the point that there's not panic if I am alone in a room.
Right. Do you have a lead or any ideas that we could start thinking about?
Well, that's what I meant when I said distract a god. Because apparently the whole reason that I can stay like this is he's very focused on keeping me this way. Dick, move, by the way! Just yells in the air.
Some birds fly out of a nearby tree.
Oh, there's birds on the island now?
There's birds in mooring.
Okay.
So
Seagulls.
that is.
We did learn that
the
Koron
only lead
was...
that I.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's the only lead that I've really had so far. That's one of the reasons that I wanted to go to Hallow Vale. Because apparently they have a very extensive library.
We do know that Koron is on the run as of the last update we got. Right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Here's hoping. Maybe they'll catch the bastard.
That would certainly solve a lot of your problems. Okay, so Hallow Vale, it sounds like, at the very least, that's something.
Yes. That being said, we'd have to go back through the place that we're avoiding going through at the moment to get there.
Just across the Emerald Coast?
So it's southwest of where we currently are, and we'd have to pass by the area that the White Cartel's in.
Yes. Well, we never did decide
We're
how
kind
long...
of going the opposite direction at the moment.
How long we'd planned on laying low. So, I'm not sure how long we are going to end up staying out here. I feel like we're probably just going to be out here until we feel the need to go back into the coast. I can't imagine we're going to be out here for months and months, right?
2 years later.
Are we still here again?
I thought we were just going to take some time and explore a couple of the islands and then head back.
Right, that was kind of
Yeah,
where
'cause
I was at.
I would hope that by like New Year's, be back in like Freeport, maybe taking a break and celebrating the New Year.
It would be nice to be back by the end of the year. Not that there's much there specifically for me, but there are lots of opportunities in Freeport.
Flush it a little bit.
Okay, and Barnaby, it sounds like you don't have any long-term goals aside from your bucket list.
Well, bucket list and killing that there monster. That's pretty much it.
Yes, I forgot about your entire backstory. When do you want to... I think it's pretty safe to say that we're all here for you, Barnaby. You've saved our asses a bunch already. I think we can help you with that. It just comes down to...
Barnaby blushes. Yeah, I guess I did a few times, didn't I?
Yes. And also very good to stand behind, which is useful. But when would you want to do that? We could sort of put it whenever, as long as we have the waylight.
That's true.
It sort of depends on when you feel you're ready.
I think once I get used to the plate, I think I'll be ready.
Okay. Another thing I wanted to bring up while we're talking about plans. John, I know that you have repeatedly stated that this pirate captain is not anyone to you important, even though we have strong suspicions that you two are blood related. And I just wanted to ask, are you sure you're going to be okay on this mission? I'm not asking because I think you would become upset by him, but if this guy is as shrewd and powerful as his bounty would lead us to believe, I imagine he is going to use every tactic he can to try and manipulate us, and more specifically you. Do you think you're ready for that?
So what you're saying is all I needed to do is go for his throat first.
We're supposed to capture him alive, John.
I mean, he has to be able to talk.
That's a fair point. I will take that as a yes, though. It sounds like you're ready for it. Just be aware that he's definitely going to be shrewd. I have a feeling.
Like 7%, so I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay.
See you later, Burberry.
That's right.
Burberry fades out of
It's
existence.
bedtime for me. Just sleeps. Goes into a coma for the next month.
All right. Well.
So.
Rip Burberry.
Let's talk to that carpenter. Barnaby realizes.
What did you need to talk to? What did you need to talk to a carpenter for?
I'm looking for a specific type of wood.
Specific wood. Okay.
Yes.
What kind of wood?
On a decent sized log from the Cornelian family.
Cornelian wood.
Yes.
Carpenter kind of scratches his head. Is that dogwood?
Yep.
I mean, we probably got some around here. Most of what we're making around here is made of oak. You know, good ship wood. He'll probably wander around the fucking lumberyard for a bit before he finally finds. Yeah, actually, here we got this pallet not too long ago. Some people like it for housing. You want the whole log?
Yeah, I'm looking for it in a log shape. I gotta carve something.
Well, we don't really order logs.
Could you order logs?
We could. How big are we talking here?
Probably about 2-3 feet tall by about, I'd say 1.5 feet wide.
Suppose that's not too terrible. Barrel size, roughly.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty close.
All right. Well, I could put an order in. Can't make any promises how fast it'll get here. You know.
I got some time.
All right. Well, yeah, I can make a note for you. Sure. Let me see here. He'll take you back to the yard office and start thumbing through some catalogs, looking at suppliers. So what you're asking for here is probably it's not even a full ring of timber.
Doesn't have to be that small. If you can get bigger, I'll take it.
Well, trouble is shipping. You know, that's a shipping a tree intact is it's cumbersome. Trying to get that below deck's pain in the ass. Let's see here. We could probably get you something like that for... I'm gonna guess probably about 3 gold.
Oh, is that all? Shoot.
Yeah,
Barnaby's gonna slap down 5. Actually, you know what? I'll make that 6. Tip for you. Get whatever size you can that fits my dimensions or bigger.
Shit, that sets me up for the rest of the month. Thanks, man. He'll take that easily. Yeah. No, I'll definitely talk to my guy. We'll see what we can do for you. Any way I can reach you? You planning on being back in town anytime soon?
Well, how long do you think this is going to take as a rough guess?
I mean, we usually get supply shipments in twice a month. So
All right.
We just got our last one yesterday. I'd expect probably another 3 weeks.
It's a goddamn miracle.
Power's back.
You got power?
Hey.
Nice.
Burberry's or Barnaby's ordering a log.
Now
so
you and Lauren can talk
I
about
am
trauma.
Yay.
I'm ordering a log.
So yeah, he'll quote you 3 gold for this very specific order of wood.
Yeah.
Should be enough with 6. That's no issues. He'll definitely make sure you get what you need with 6. Oh my goodness. Perfect.
Is that the letter to Gerald?
It's multiple letters to several people. So I believe these are being written over the course of the next 20 days and sent out.
I was pretty much as soon as possible.
Okay.
So she'd write Gerald and Alexi's first for sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you already sent Gerald his letter, so this is what it actually is.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. So once you get to Farrell, probably you can get those mailed out because you'll be kind of closer to Freeport. Anyways, yeah. So Barnaby, you can have that. You could probably expect that on the 30th, is what he says, as far as shipping.
I'm getting me a log.
Cool. Anything else from anyone before you guys depart Montalban?
Ooh, she'll probably send a letter to Adlar and see if it. Actually, no, she's gonna surprise me. Never mind.
I was about to say you're literally gonna beat the letter there, probably.
Yeah, I was like, wait, never.
You can still write the letter and just hand it to him.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll say surprise, bitch, and that's she pulls.
I live,
she's just got like a
bitch.
little piece of parchment. We're getting drunk, bitch. Yeah. So with no further business on Montalban, are you guys wanting to leave the first, or do you guys want to take off the next day?
I'm down to leave. Oh, are we gonna talk to
Describe
her
him.
name? The orc lady with the big axe and the poor
Oh,
bard.
Hitke and Brynbor.
I think that was a Lauren's prerogative. I'm not
Yeah, you
like
wanna go talk to them?
super like into the Brynbor Hidkey adoption, but if you want to go for it, go for it.
Oh, you guys aren't into it? We don't have to. I don't really care.
I'm not going to go out of my way to do it, but if you want to, I'm not going to stop you, nor am I opposed.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ask them.
Okay. Yeah. So Hickey and Rimbor have been in town. They've been staying at what was it, Little Frog Tavern, and approaching them. Seems like they really haven't been doing much for the past day since they got back. They've literally just kind of been recouping. But seeing you, it's just like, oh shit, hey Lauren, what's up? It's good to see you.
So I wanted to extend an offer to y'all. I wanted to join us on our adventures. and you'd be a great addition to our team. And we'd love to have you.
They'll look at each other and look back to you, kind of guilty. I appreciate that. Brynbor will start, but I won't lie to you. After how the past week has played out, I'm definitely feeling like this might not be my field. Feel like I maybe got in a little over my head, and if it wasn't for you guys, I would not have survived this island. So I'm gonna have to respectfully decline. I will say, I think I'm gonna try and fix up Fool's End. You know, like I thought I'd come here and like get involved in like a big epic story. You know, it was gonna be like a huge thing, and I'd come out like a hero, and I could sing songs about it, and I feel like
I think you did that.
I mean, I'm gonna sing songs about it for sure, but it's not really about me. You know, there's a lot. There was a lot that went into this, and you guys are kind of the culmination of a lot of people trying and failing to fix things around here. And thinking about it, I feel like I don't want those stories to like disappear either. So I'm kind of like, we could fix up Fool's Ends. We could like record, all the names on the wall up there. Really like preserve the story of what happened here. So
Ooh,
I feel like that's a lot more my speed.
I feel like we should probably go to Fool's End and all write our names down.
I was just thinking that too, actually. The final story.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, I got like a great spot for you too. Yeah, no, there's actually like a nice open spot up on the top floor. Like there's that last segment of wall that's still standing.
It's right here next to the toilet.
It's on the third floor. Nobody shits up there. No, but no, we could put you guys like in big, like a big mural almost.
We could do one evening here and then tomorrow go.
The last evening.
Yeah, because like we could hang out because we were gonna jam, me and Brynbor too.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. But yeah, so Brynbor's plan is to hang around, fix up Fool's End, and kind of create a preservation of the story of Montalban. And
well, I can't wait to see it when it's finished.
Hey, I'm let you know once I got like a nice sized little spot here. Like y'all are free to stay with me, like whenever you're in town. I'm still living in a tent if I'm not here, so it's gonna be a minute. But once I do,
Hey,
I'll make sure I got guest rooms.
Too, so.
So yeah, that's my plan.
Awesome.
Well,
Hidkey will just kind of like look from one to the other before she's like, I will be heading home on the next ship back to the mainland. I came out here to make a new name for myself and take it back to my people. And thanks to you, I've done that.
Also, I've died I've died 4 times as many times as I have in the last 10 years in 3 days. I can't do it anymore.
Au contraire, I have lived through more than any orc in my clan, and I think I've got a really good shot at getting chief now. So thank you for that.
If you don't mind me asking, where's your clan at?
Are you familiar with the Vertichatic Desert?
Oh, can I roll for that?
Sure.
Probably not being a fish person.
it's a lot of syllables.
Your words, not mine.
What's funny is I rolled a 19.
19?
Oh, yeah.
Plus whatever for history, so yeah, I know where the desert is.
That probably came up during your warden training, just because you did some time in like the Verdant Vale for training. Vertichatic Desert is on the north end of the valley, on the other side of the Lizard Mountains. Funnily enough, it is actually the desert that kind of spans the plateau between the Verdant Vale and Gynedos, which is where Noelle heard her good buddy Jade was not too long ago. So it's a distance, but it's not too far away from here, you know.
I wish you safe travels.
After seeing the horrors of this island, I am hardly worried about the journey home, but thank you.
Fair. If we ever find ourselves in the middle of the desert. Lauren just looks a little pale at that thought.
No water.
You are welcome to stay with us.
Okay.
I imagine it'd be similar to...
Again.
Sorry.
Is that no?
I was gonna say, I imagine it'd be similar to, like, SpongeBob and Sandy's Tree Dome.
Water.
If Barnaby's making a new barrel, Lauren's gonna fill it with water and just kind of search in there. Be like, sand. Get away from me. There's no water. This is bullshit.
It's all sun.
It's fake ocean.
Okay, so do we want to go to...
Worse than the Shadowfell.
So is the group going to Fool's End tonight to party with Hidkin Brynbor? And carve our names in the stone?
Cool.
In the snow, yeah. I've done that a few times.
In the stone. Yeah, you guys can spend the night up at Fool's Ends. Brynbor's got his loot. You guys can jam.
Cool.
Kind of work out some lyrics. Figure out how you guys want to, like, what kind of genre you guys want to do with this Lost Emerald Save Monty Bond song.
I'm thinking like a pop punk classical EDM ballad. What do you think?
I like the EDM. You know, I've always been like a real big fan of like Swedish electro folk. So
have you ever listened to hardstyle? It's like from Finland, basically, but
that's good shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's good shit. Yeah,
like
I'm vibing with this.
I feel like 80s outro music from a cartoon.
In character, Barnaby would probably hate hardstyle, but I love it. We're going on record. It's so just angry. Ooh.
Angry?
We should have a sweet theme song that's animated way better than the actual show. That's what I want. Sorry, small thing. I just wanted to say that for flavor, fun reasons, I don't know if these characters, NPCs, leveled up technically, but I would love to teach Brynbor sending so we can stay in touch.
Yeah, okay, sure. We'll say probably...
He doesn't have to get it tonight, but like get started. Like, here's the incantations. Here's what I figured out.
Here's the premise. Yeah.
And, you know, if you ever figure it out someday, you can talk to any of us anytime.
Hey, that'd be sweet. Yeah, I'll definitely be working on that. That sounds really useful.
It is.
My one small thing is pretty unrelated to what we're doing currently. The elf that had said he was from Feral, I think we should ask if he wants to go with us to Feral.
Oh, yeah.
That was
shit.
Weedy.
Sure.
Okay.
So I'd probably like to go and ask him if he would like to join us at the party as well.
Yeah, because I imagine he probably doesn't have the funds for a boat fare.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you would know that the Navy's not going to like keep them on Monty Bon indefinitely in this camp if that's not what they want to do. Like, there's probably been some discussion of like, do they want to stay in Muiti? Do we want to maintain Muiti as a settlement? Like, what do you guys want to do? And there's probably been some like mixed responses where it's like, I mean, it's home, but also it was hell, but also like, where else would we go? Some people are ready to go back to the mainland. Some want to go back to wherever they came from.
Can I let the Commodore know that I am sending a message to one of the leaders at the Green Wardens about the situation. So I'm sure there'll probably be
some what?
Maybe some help will be sent at some point, and I'll I didn't put it on the letter, but I'll include the Commodore's name.
Okay, sure, yeah.
So he knows.
He will definitely be appreciative of the idea that Green Wardens are coming to assist. So that is.
I make no guarantees. I sent a letter to them, so hopefully they will come and help, which seems like something they would do.
It does, which gives me hope. So thank you. So party it up, enjoy your evening, and come morning.
Sorry, real quick. What was the name of the gnome that we commissioned stuff from?
That fellow's name was. Oh wait, it was over here. Wargrim. Sunbateber. His fucking last name is bizarre.
Okay.
All right, here. I'll put it in character chat. Enchanter for Navy on there.
Thanks.
Fucking weird name. Those dang old name generators give you some shit sometimes. All right, cool.
Just like how we've had Landoran Samplotable, and now we have Sonbateb.
Sunbateber.
Them gnome names are something else.
Fucking weird, man. Alrighty. So, having accomplished everything that you wanted to get done on Montibon, on the morning of the 2nd of Urisen, you guys assemble at the edge of the forest outside of town. Pop the cap on your waylight and watch as the tiny pulsing light jingles out, floating into the air, and begins to drift in between the trees.
Is the elf man coming with?
Yeah, if you want to bring him with you, him and a few other elves probably are more than happy to come with back to Feral.
Okay.
So you probably got like 4 people traveling with
they
you.
Teach us the way?
If the way has not changed since last we saw home, it has been some time. And yeah, like these guys, even after like coming out of the Shadowfell, like still very like ghostly pale, like really dark eyes, just sallow skins. Like they've clearly been very deeply changed by their time there. By the time you guys emerge out of the forest, David, if you'll roll the D6 for me.
Sure. That is a 1.
Oh
Very
shit!
efficient trip.
Nice, perfect. So you guys arrive on the 3rd of Urzen, about sundown.
I meant to use my sending stone to Gerald and let him know that we'll be in Feral for like a couple weeks.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Just in case.
Cool.
Come join us.
He'll probably call back. Are you guys coming back to Freeport anytime soon? Here, I'll call you back because then you can actually reply to me. And he'll use his charge. Are you coming back to Freeport, or are you guys just going to be in Feral for the foreseeable future?
For right now, Feral. We're planning on being back at the end of the year. Yeah.
Well, he can't respond because that's all the charges, but now he knows.
Aww, he misses you.
So yeah, you guys will arrive barely,
You there, young man. What day is it?
It's the 3rd. It's like, oh.
Oh, wow.
Hell yeah.
Not bad.
I'll high five Barnaby.
Yeah.
What I do?
Good waylighting.
Yeah, you did great job. Good waylighting.
Thanks.
The little light just ding, 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 jingles over his shoulder before back into the bottle. The elderly elves that you brought with you are slightly teary-eyed at the sight of Farrell again after all these years. It's just as I remember it. Oh, it's beautiful. And they will profusely thank you before kind of setting out as a little group to go see if they can reconnect with old family and friends. I think as you guys exit the forest at the edge of Gladham, stepping back into Farrell, this will be our spot to take a break. If we want to take a break, 5-10 minutes, whatever, get some water, get the bathroom,
Okay.
And reconvene, say like 9:30, 9:35.
All right.
Sound good?
Switching a break.
Cool.
We should be back.
Yeah, Clark, you back?
Uh-oh. Was I
Oh
preemptive?
no, I don't know. We'll
It'll
find
be
out. So you guys reached Feral in pretty short order. No difficulties. What do you guys want to do while you're here?
I am marching like straight to Adlar's house.
Okay,
Bang, bang, bang.
sure.
I'll make sure my tattoo's the one we agreed on.
Oh yeah, we both switched to the favorable volleyball champs tattoo.
Yeah.
So marching back to Adlar's, knock on the door. It's probably a couple goes before he finally like reaches the door, and he's like, "Oh hey, I did not know you were coming back to town so soon."
Wait, I wanted the door to open, and she's like, "Surprise, bitch!"
Hey bitch, what's up? I was asleep. How's it going?
You're about to be awake.
He'll
We're
pull
gonna
you
go
into a hug. Sure.
party.
Oh, partying. Oh, I should get dressed. Okay, give me like 5 minutes.
I actually have a job now.
Are you going to bring Doto on your party?
I'm pretty sure we're all
Where's Dodo
invited.
Oh yeah, this is not an exclusive thing.
No, I'm saying are you bringing Doto?
Oh, Dodo.
Oh. Yeah, you want to stop by Doto's house. He's doing better.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, I think that stuff you got him from the gatekeeper really helped. You know, he's a lot more level about things. You know, taking it better, I think. So, what have you guys been up to? I feel like I only saw you like a week ago, and now you are already back.
We had a terrible time on this island, bro.
Oh shit, really?
Oh yeah. And she'll just start laying out all the details.
Here, have a squid signal while you listen.
He tries it. See how that goes.
I do like everybody has to roll to see if they like this. If you're not going to have it, can I take that one?
He'll hand it over without a word.
You don't mind, right, Bird?
Heavens no. Have at
He's
it.
not ready for that concentration of dew on that. That was a lot. And the salt.
But we did free Montybon from the creature that was like possessing it, so.
Are you serious right now?
Mm-hmm.
Just gotta look around the party.
We're big game now, guys.
We are 2 for 2 on curing islands of their cursed forests.
Jesus. That's fucking insane. He invokes the name of.
That's our service.
We just clear up forest curses. That's the Lost
our
Emeralds guarantee.
Oh yeah, we brought some people from
No splunking.
Muwidi, one of the settlements that was supposedly gone but not gone.
Are those the ghost white guys walking around?
Mm-hmm. That's them. Yeah. So we're gonna talk to the elders probably tomorrow. Let them know
Holy shit.
about them.
Yeah,
How many people did we bring back?
like 4.
4? Okay, I would like to pay for a week in and in for them. So that they have
Can I-
some time before so they can get themselves figured
Oh.
out.
They went out to go try and reconnect with like their family and friends that
Okay, that's good. Okay.
presumably should still be alive because they're elves. That's
Yeah.
kind of how that works. Yeah, I think as you guys probably walk through town, you probably would see like a couple of them have already like reintegrated with a household, and you'll probably see them like kind of just sitting and talking, like on a porch or at a table with numerous people, like very rapt attention. And as soon as they catch sight of you, they'll immediately point you out. It's like that they're the ones that saved us. And there's just like a whole crowd of these elvish folk who turn to you. and immediately just like, "Woo, you guys are the fucking best! You're so good! Thank you so much." It's all in Elvish, but just applause and cheers every time you pass, one of these people in their audience. I think by the time you guys pick up Dodo, like Adlar is just like, "What the fuck have you guys been doing? It's been a week. Like, how did you? What the fuck?" You got to repeat the story again when Dodo's with you, and he's just like, "Oh wow, is that big? That sounds big." I feel like that's a big deal.
Oh, I'll pull out the little stars and stuff. I mean, we got the highest level of honor in the Eastern Alliance Navy.
Damn.
We're not bragging or anything.
No, we're not bragging at all. You guys will finally get to the tavern, get some seats, and Adlar will he's buying the first round. That's all on him. So, I mean, you guys work really fucking fast, I got to say.
Either that
you guys...
or we attract trouble wherever we go. It's one of those things. Either way, it's fun.
I mean, I would hope that you're, not bringing it back with you. I feel like
dead.
Oh, I'm sure. Hey, get off the counter. Get off the counter. No.
I just imagine there's a bar patron here.
There's a cat like rooting through the beer nuts on the counter. Like, get out of here. Get out of here.
Exactly.
But yeah, Adlar's like, I mean, it's so good to see you guys again. How long are you going to be in town? Like, what's the game plan?
Like 2 weeks, brother.
Yeah, probably till like
Are you
the
ready to
21st-ish.
Okay.
Are you ready to party, my guy? Because it's time.
I could probably squeeze in a couple parties into my planner here. I'm a busy guy. I've got so much going on, but I'm sure I could pencil you in for
You're good.
Couple nights.
Awesome. Okay. I'll see you every night, my guy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, listen. I how do you feel about hunting? You want to hit the woods?
Oh yes, I actually wanted to see if you could help me find a large boa constrictor.
Big snake.
Mm-hmm.
What do you
I
want
want
to
to turn
snake?
into one.
They're kind of bitter. They don't taste very good.
No, I want to turn into one. I want to learn how to shape into it.
Oh no, that's right. Because you do the thing with the. Do
you want me to turn into a big shark again? Because you didn't believe me last time.
Save it for later.
Okay. When we're more drunk. Got it. Okay.
Oh, it's everyone's more drunk. Adlar's happy to see you. Not much has changed in the past week. Talking to him, it's
not like it's been
chill.
like a year.
Yeah, he went out. He spent a couple nights out in the jungle, did some hunting. He's been chilling, just kind of curing the meat ever since. Not a lot going on. Doto's been reading a lot.
Is Fennel around? I assume we're going to the tavern by the beach or by the docks, but if not, that's fine.
Yeah, no, Fennel would be there for sure. If you want to flag her down,
I'd probably just say hi to her and see what she's been up to in this past week.
It's so good to see you, hon. How you been?
Oh, I forgot you had a southern accent. To be honest, it's been completely crazy. How do I even start? I'll explain basically everything.
She's completely stopped tending bar for a solid 20 minutes. Every time someone walks up, she's like, "No, go away. If you're not going to listen, go away." Flabbergasted by what she's hearing. It's like, I cannot believe you lived through that.
Yeah, me neither.
That sounds fucking horrible.
It was pretty awful. But I guess we kind of have like a thing now. We're like commissioning magic items and we're trying to work together to solve problems or something. It feels good.
Damn. That is good. No, I mean, what'd they pay you if you don't mind me asking?
I'll just say that it was enough that a noble might be jealous.
No shit.
Mm.
I mean, we don't really do much with nobles out this way, but I hear tell that they're pretty loaded. That's good. That's really
We are very fortunate.
Yeah, no. I mean, you're capable, clearly.
Actually, we're sort of really unfortunate because the whole ship crashed and we landed on the island, but it worked out for the best.
I mean, God rest their souls. But still, I mean, that's big. I mean, that's real big. And I mean, y'all already, I heard you guys got up to some stuff out in the woods around here.
Yeah, I think
you're going. Y'all are going places. You're on your way. You mark my words.
Oh, I hope you're right.
I got a good feeling about you. I do. Listen, you want a drink? You thirsty?
I feel like I'm going to get my fill of drinks before long, but sure.
Take a water.
I'll also just
someday we're going to break you, big guy. She'll just pat you on the shoulder. She hands you your glass.
Many
I'm
have tried.
on it every day. Just chipping away.
Oh my God, Phoebe.
Broke the camera. Also, just quick ask, doesn't have to be a big thing, but if she knows anything about Daggermore.
Daggermore is interesting for sure. Yeah. I mean, I've talked to a fair number of folk who sailed, through there. You got kind of two people coming out of Daggermore. You got folks just kind of doing their job, sailing, and respectable enough. But then you got the folks who actually, live there, and they are a different breed. Take some reining in, when they go out and get a little wild.
Right.
It's kind of a rowdy place, from what I hear tell.
That's kind of what I've heard too.
As far as I understand, East Alliance ain't got much of a presence on that island, so it's just kind of free for all. Whoever's in charge.
I think if the Eastern Alliance tried to, they'd be driven back quite quickly.
That's what I keep hearing. They have tried and failed enough times that it ain't worth the trouble anymore. They ain't gonna have it, honestly. As much of a mess as they make every time they come in here, y'all can keep your island. Just stay there.
That's fair. Alright, enough work talk.
Back to drinks.
Back to partying.
Shots.
Shot.
So, as you guys spend the day decompressing, drinking, cutting loose, anything y'all want to cover as far as conversation, anything you want to ask about, any games you want to play?
Well, I have this friend of some angsty teenagers that I'd like to track down and play word games with.
Sure, yeah. I mean, where they're hanging out. It's that one guy's backyard where they've got their makeshift shrine in the shed to Kur. I think as soon as you round the corner that evening and see them all gathered there, it's like, Bubbly, hey, Bubbly, how have you been? They all, gesture for you to sit down. They hand you a bottle. And if I deal you in.
And then we pigeon language back and forth.
Your Elvish is getting better, my friend. It sounds really good.
Yeah, you're a liar. I can tell. But thank you.
No. Your accent is great, but your words are a little lacking. You're like dropping.
Yes, right.
They start getting real technical with like the prefix suffix shit, and it's like, yeah, totally. We haven't gotten that far yet.
Mary's just furiously taking notes.
like, hey, relax. Your Elvish is good enough. Here,
no.
play cards.
Burr's on top today. Barry's
Oh, Barry's under there taking notes. Gotcha. Bottom kobold scribbling. Top kobold is drinking and
Carousing.
card sharking. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, day 1 on Feral. Wild night. I'll say anybody drinking, go ahead and give me a constitution save. We'll see how hungover we are in the morning.
Does Alorn get advantage because she is constantly drinking?
So technically, she never gets the hangover because she's always drunk.
I feel like the amount that she drinks, like, I don't feel like it's really hard for her to get a hangover because this is just like what she does.
See, the thing is, you're here specifically to drink with Adlar, and Adlar is going to egg you the fuck on. So you're probably drinking more than anyone. I think it's going to be just a straight check across the board. We'll just see, just based on everyone's tolerance, how much they.
I got a 14.
Drink is up to them. 14. Okay.
Mine was a 13 plus 2.
Okay. People hanging on pretty okay.
I'm pretty sure Burr probably has a headache. He got a 10.
You know, despite drinking more than you've had in, a week, everyone, I think, probably comes out of the night pretty okay. Just a little dry mouth, a little kind of foggy in the morning, slight headache in some cases, but nobody's too bad off.
Where did we sleep?
That's a great question. Where do you guys want to stay for the night?
We never did stay in this dockside tavern. We could try it. We'd have to go find
right here.
Another place. Yeah.
They have rooms.
Can we, like, I don't know, can you tell us, like, the arrangement? Because I'm assuming all got, like, super duper drunk.
I don't know. Are we going to hurt Boaton's feelings if we stay somewhere else?
Bowden doesn't know y'all are back in town yet.
As I'd like to imagine Alorn is, like, her feet are on the bed, but the rest of her body is, like,
just fucking, like, slid off.
Yeah.
We just very
wrapped
drunk
up in a sheet.
Got one big room or something.
Okay. Y'all just got one room and just fucking sprawled out.
Yeah.
Sure. In a tub.
Yeah,
okay.
she's in a bathtub.
Sure.
And she filled it with water. And it's probably overflowing a little bit.
So 1 gold piece for the room for the night. Whoever wants to cover that. And yeah, you guys could easily just fucking conk out and vibe until morning. Do you guys want to stay here for the rest of your stay? Do you want to head back to the North Shore Gardens? How do you guys want to handle your...
I'll ask if... do you guys think Botan will think we're cheating on him if we stay anywhere else?
I think we'd be happy to have more of our money, but I don't remember how much that room was.
We might be able to get... Well, we could probably try to get the small cabana on the beach instead of the big fancy presidential wing.
It's true. Well, we got the presidential one because it would fit all of us.
Well, I think that's what... We got that because we were like, let's get the presidential wing if we're going to...
Would we recall DM, given it's only been, like, 12 days?
Yeah. So you guys, I think, had worked out a deal with him for the presidential suite.
Yeah, well, we got that for
the
free.
goblin trade. Yeah.
But how much the actual pricing was for any of that stuff?
So normally the presidential would be 10 gold a person. The cabanas were 4 per night, per person.
That's a chunk of money. 4 per night for 2 weeks.
So
80 gold per person?
Oh, 80 gold. You know, maybe I'd spend a few days.
Yeah,
there.
maybe we'll do the last few days of our stay there or something.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you want to spend the rest of it here, or do you want to try and find somewhere cheaper? Because we'll say it's modest here. It's comfortable, but it's not like super well furnished. You know, pretty bare bones. You got your bed, you got your bath, you got like a table. But beyond that, it's not like a comfortable homey space. It's just kind of like, all right, you're here for the night. You guys are setting sail in the morning. Just conk out, chill, enjoy drinks, and get the fuck out. Kind of a bar.
Lauren is more than comfortable to sleep in a bed in a tub full of water.
I think we could probably stay here unless someone has any specific qualm.
Just buy you a hammock so you can sleep underneath the dock.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah. So it'll be a gold per room. For however long y'all stay in here.
Sure.
Okay.
I get,
try not to be.
If you're gonna get the tub, then I guess I get the bed.
Yeah, I'll get the tub.
So that works out.
I guess this means the boys are all staying together.
Presumably.
Like a plan.
So, total of 2 gold a night for the party. And you guys are going to be there for 15 days, 18 days. Like, how long do y'all want to stay in this inn?
Let's do 15. Yeah, the last 5 days at the resort.
Upgrade to a fancy resort.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All the boys take 5 gold each.
So it's 30 gold per person? Or
no. So it would be 30 gold total for the party.
For both rooms?
Yeah.
So everybody pays 6 gold.
Got
it. And then the last 5 days at the resort, that will be for the cabana 5 per person, so 20 per person.
Okay.
In a cabana.
That's fine by me.
So 26 gold each for your time in Feral.
Okay.
Cool. And yeah, I mean, the floor is yours. What do you guys want to do with your time? You got 2 weeks to kill. I will say, Barnaby, you would know your boots are ready.
Yes, I want to get them.
Yeah, the day you got back, they would have been ready already for like a day. So, touching base with the Elders Hall, meeting with the, what's her name again? It's been a minute. She was Kira.
Wait, couldn't we just stay in the tower if we really wanted to?
Yeah, I mean it's run.
Oh, the old Gatewatch Tower.
Yeah.
It's pretty run down at this point, but yeah.
If you want to, you could, sure. It's up to y'all.
If instead of the first inn, like if we still want to spoil ourselves for the last one.
I'm down for that. I'll save some money.
Okay, so only 20 gold per person for the.
Then again, it doesn't really save us that much money.
Noelle's gonna stay at the inn by the docks.
Yeah.
I'll just make that call for myself.
I don't think it's worth it, honestly.
Fine.
That's fair. The tower is definitely in worse shape than this tavern, I can tell you that. That place is a little drafty.
I think I'll actually spend days there. Kind of fixing it up a little bit.
Yeah, I'll probably help Burberry with that.
Okay, sure. Spend some time fixing up the Gatewatch outpost.
Yeah.
I think you guys probably get a couple weird looks from neighbors, but y'all are more or less left alone to do what you want there. Barnaby, as far as the boots go, you can get in touch with Kira at any point during your time here, and she will tell you if you want to stop by my home at the end of the day after we finished, court for the day. We can definitely get you your boots, and when you receive them, they are very nice looking boots, tanned leather, a couple of spots that look like they've got like this fur trim, like a deep black kind of sable fur, and very intricate like gold thread embroidery along the side, and like these very like tight but very pristine looking like leaf and plant patterns. And then along the like outside of the foot on each boot, you've got these etched wing shapes. And she'll tell you, it's like, so once you have them put on, just click the heels, and you will have a bit of time to flit about as you see fit.
Very nice. I think this is the fanciest piece of clothing I've ever owned.
Well, I am glad you like them. I did put a decent amount of work into them.
Oh, it shows. Thank you very kindly.
Of course, of course.
I believe I owed you a little bit extra.
Yes, well, the second half of the commission was $250 remaining.
All right.
So, you are now the proud owner of a pair of winged boots, Barnaby.
I'd like to go to the elders and tell them about the people we brought back, just so that if they're not aware yet, they know.
Yeah. What was his name? You'll actually see Adlar's dad.
Dadlar?
Yeah, Dadlar. His name was Ginlamine, thank you. When you go to visit, and he will, welcome you and say, yeah, Lauren, it's very good to see you. It has been some time.
Yes.
We have heard something of your exploits out in Montibon.
Oh, yes.
Some very old friends have suddenly reappeared amongst us.
Oh, good. I was coming here to tell you about them, because you guys were not here when we arrived.
Well, I don't know how else to say, but thank you. You have continued to impress.
I'm glad we do.
See if they'll rematch us in volleyball.
While we're here, if you want to have a rematch, maybe take this initial morph that tattoo to the feral volleyball. Can take this title away from us.
As tempting as that offer sounds, I think you have quite squarely secured your title. I do not think I have it in me to challenge you to try and take it. But I appreciate your sentiment.
Fair enough. Well, nice to see you.
You as well.
I really had to say. Just
It's good to have you back on Feral.
We'll be here for a couple weeks, probably. So.
Do not hesitate to stop by. Adlar has been very excited to see you back. So if you are interested in perhaps coming over for dinner sometime, you are more than welcome. My wife, she is a wonderful cook, and we always have so much food. It would be a shame for it to go to waste.
Lord would be like, oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate the offer. I'll talk to Adlar about that.
Yes, please let him know. I mean, I have told him to invite you, so, if he has not, I extend the invitation in his stead, please. Whenever you like, you're welcome.
Lauren is gonna be as polite as possible, leave, and then she's gonna be like, "Where's Noelle? Where is anybody?"
By coincidence, you bump into her walking down the street.
Noelle.
Oh, whoa! Yes, is something wrong?
I'm freaking out.
What's going on?
I went to go talk to the elders, and then I was talking to Adlar's dad, and then Adlar's dad invited me over to dinner because apparently Adlar was really excited that I came, and she was just like,
Noelle just places hands on your shoulder. I think what you need to get your head back on straight is to go clothes shopping with me.
okay.
New montage music.
Yes. I'm going to buy clothes to match my current character art.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I think it's a little bit to get started. Feral lacking proper storefronts for the most part. But a few conversations with some locals. You get in touch with some prominent tailors. They're able to hook you up with whatever it is you're looking for.
I have a really random question. I know I did the cloak at in Mon, but part of me, to get the outfit right, I feel like it needs to be made by the same people.
Oh, we could say that the skirt is the Green Warden sash part of the skirt, maybe, if that's how you want to flavor it, and you could have the actual the full outfit can be your purchase here on Feral.
Okay, yeah.
Fair flavor compromise.
Yeah, so she'll have a new outfit then after this with Noelle, and we're gonna be like, damn, you look good.
Functional, beautiful.
Wait till Gerald sees this.
He's going to love it. Hopefully we can see him again before the end of the year.
Yeah, hang on.
You cut out
I
so
could not
bad.
hear you.
Yeah. See if a second headphone will. I told Gerald that we'll be on Feral. See, actually, that reminds me, and then she'll start her sending stuff and be like, "Hey."
You are so quiet. You're whispering.
I don't know what happened.
You just keep whispering. You're trailing off and super quiet, and it's not picking you up.
I'll just be like, "Hey." So I know I told Feral probably until 20 finish. Maybe. I don't know.
It's always the last hour of the session that starts going wonky.
I know.
Let me leave the party maybe and try.
Okay.
It might be your.
We could try restarting Discord or something.
Yeah. All
right. Okay. How much would the clothing be?
Clothing is not super expensive as far as I can recall. Let's see. Clothes.
Is this better?
It's hard to
know. So far, yeah.
But we did hear that.
Okay, cool.
So it depends on how nice these clothes are going to be. Common level clothes are half a gold. Costume clothes are 5 gold, and very fine clothes would be 15 gold.
Where would you price clothes that's just designed for travel, durable, well put together?
Traveler's clothes are 2 gold.
Okay, so I would price it around there probably.
Cool. A new set of traveler's clothes.
Yeah.
2 gold pieces.
Based on Lorne's design, what would you say would be her clothing?
I think it's a question of how extravagant this fabric and tailoring is. Are we going for fine silks and chiffon or whatever, or is this still a pretty
I don't think she'd go to silk.
No. Okay. We'll say it's probably in the same ballpark. Probably 3 gold.
You going as fancy as John's leather pants? Those things cost him a good fortune.
John saves a lot of money on clothes by not buying shirts.
They're just gonna get ripped anyway.
Yeah, honestly, though.
Oh, so now I will attempt my message to Gerald.
Okay.
She'll be like, so, yesterday I told you we're gonna be on Feral. Any chance you might be able to come by? Say hello?
I could look into that. Yeah, I'm not really working on anything time sensitive right now. So yeah, I could probably make that trip.
You have to go right now.
Yeah. We probably need to leave really soon to make it out here.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. Well, Gideon said he should be back in like a couple of days, so I'm thinking once he's back, I could kind of hand over the fort to him, and then we're good to go. So, yeah. I guess I'll probably see you in like 5-6 days.
Now
That's
Lauren
good.
is really joyful, but she's also panicking because of what happened with Adlar. His dad.
Okay, wait, let's get to the bottom of this. What are you panicking about now?
Adler's dad invited me over for dinner.
What's bad about that? Am I missing something? I'm confused.
Well, like, he didn't invite anybody else to dinner, and me and Adlar's are really good friends. What if Adlar likes me more than a friend? Or something like that.
That's what we're talking about. That's still a little weird. Why would his dad invite you to dinner if Adlar was interested in you?
He said that Adlar was supposed to, I don't know, was going to ask for something. I don't know.
I think I have a hunch that this is just a family who are grateful for our services, extending a pleasant, friendly offer of dinner. But what if it's not?
Yeah, pretty much. What if it's not? You're gonna see a Lauren like reach into her bag just to be like, oh yeah.
Take the swing.
I would go with you
Yeah,
if you want me to, if you think you need support.
Okay. I'll be fine. I got
Okay.
this. I can be calm. Can be level-headed.
Sure. I think
Can he
it's...
be that while sober?
Barnaby walks out after having gotten his boots.
Shut up, Barnaby.
Barnaby, that was hostile, sir. Okay.
I'm just being
And then she takes
realistic.
another. She's like,
I like your boots,
You're
Barnaby.
being- Respectful.
You do?
Yeah.
Those are cool boots.
They seem too fancy for me. I'm gonna tinker on them.
You're gonna what?
Wait.
He pulls out all the fucking embellishments and threads.
Watch
gonna
as
do-
the
do
magical
some
wisps of
modifications to 'em.
enchantment fade off the boots.
So, I guess, question for Lauren then. Are you going to take up Gilliman on this invitation? Or is there anything you want to do before that?
You know, we're gonna go with in the intention that this is just a friendly thing.
Okay.
It is.
Okay. So, we'll say you show up at Adlar's house one night. Adlar opens the doors like, hey, are we ready to party? And Gilliman immediately appears over his shoulder. Actually, I invited her to dinner. And Adlar's face is just like, oh. Did you know? It's like, please come in, Lauren. Please, please, please.
Lauren and Adler probably look the same faces. It's like,
Oh no. As soon as Gilliman turns around, Adlar is just like, I am so sorry.
it's so rude to say no.
That's what he was banking on. Just
Everybody called each other's bluffs.
be cool. Listen, do you have a drink on you? I need a drink.
So much food.
Just step out onto the porch. Both of you take some shots and then head back inside. The next, probably 2.5 hours, delicious meal. Gilliman was not exaggerating about his wife's cooking. It is this very, very, very flavorful, savory seafood sort of curry situation over rice. Real tasty. Gilliman, however, is really transparently kind of pushing this, just like, so how long will you be back in town, Lauren? That's so good to hear. Da, 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 da. You know, as soon as you came back, Adlar lit up. He was so excited, and Adlar's just sitting there, just like, oh my god, Dad.
You know, I think a Lauren, because like he's definitely just kind of like embarrassed. She might do a couple. It's like, oh, I could tell he was so excited to see me.
And he just shoots you this fucking look, like from behind his hand, like, what the fuck are you doing?
And she's just like holding back, like she sees them. She's like holding back a laugh.
Sure.
She's just fucking with him a little bit.
Oh yeah, no, he definitely picks up on that. I think after dinner, Adlar will probably kind of make a show like, well, Dad, listen, I think it has been we have been keeping Aloran long enough. I know she needs to go back to her friends. They have plans tonight, right? I thought I heard you guys saying you were going out to do something. Let me walk you to the door. Gilliman is like, it was lovely to have you over. Yes, please, you should come over more often, please. I will cook again for you next time you are here. And Lasher's like, go. You guys get outside, and he's like, what the fuck? Why would you play into that?
It's so hard to resist.
Do you know how badly they are, like, really, it's not cool. They're pushing this really bad. I'm like, really uncomfortable. And it's like, Adla, when you go to settle down, Adla, she's so young and cute, and when are we getting grand? Adla, I'm like, stop that.
Gay. I hope he's gay. That'd be amazing.
Not gay, I'm just kind of a hoe, you know? I'm doing my thing.
Trust me, I was a hoe before, so I understand that.
Before.
This is why we are friends, you know? We understand, simpatico, but like...
Yes. Well, just to let you know, you can also tell your family this, is that I actually have a person in Freeport.
Oh, I've tried.
Oh.
They're not listening.
Well, sorry. I just saw the opportunity to fuck with you, and I was like, I'm gonna take this opportunity. You would do the same. Don't even lie to me.
Yeah, probably.
Exactly.
Do your parents live nearby?
No.
We should go over to their place for dinner one night, see how they think.
Well, good thing she lives across the ocean.
East or west? One is a lot closer.
Freeport.
That's pretty close. Next time, we're going to your mom's house for dinner.
She'll just be like, who's this random guy? Oh, Lord, what about the other guy?
Yeah, we'll see how you score with that one. Are we getting drinks tonight or not? Wait,
I need a drink after
Okay,
that.
good. Yeah, no, I need a fucking drink. Let's go. They'll head to the dishes. They're just fucking, y'all head out. Y'all go get some more drinks.
Why do I feel like Lauren's gonna found the first AA in this world?
That'll be in her like character wrap up.
Her epilogue.
Yeah, Lauren went on to found the Alcoholics Anonymous Association.
No.
Oh, there it goes.
It's
Triple A.
Lawrence Alcoholics right now.
Triple AV. Yeah, Lawrence alcoholic.
I like a Lawrence alcoholic.
Yeah, that's better.
It's AA, but it's not what you think.
Yeah, not the AA you're thinking of. This one is celebrated.
So yeah, that probably happens on like your 5th or 6th night in Feral. I think Gerald will probably arrive on a ship around, the 11th. And he'll probably send to you that day. Just be like, hey, so where are you guys staying? Because, truth be told, I've never actually been here. So I have no idea where I'm going.
So Lauren's probably going to spend some extra gold.
Mm.
So they have their own room.
Fair.
Probably
Okay.
To not destroy Noelle. And she's just like knocking on
Interesting
the door.
choice of words.
They're just doing the the college roommate thing.
Yeah. Noelle knocks on the boys' room. Can I sleep
Can I
here
come
tonight for
in?
the love of God?
They're really loud.
Yeah. Gerald's very excited to see you. Still dressed pretty down from what he initially looked like. Just really just kind of tunic and breeches.
Describe his muscles.
I will. Looks like he's got a good pump. He looks like he's still working out. Yeah, he's got a good pump. He's got some tension in there. Notably, I think you do notice his hair does seem a lot more salt than pepper these days.
Lauren Blackie. My silver fox.
All those panic attacks.
Yeah, I won't lie. It's been the past week's been a little stressful.
Yeah, my bad.
But no, I mean it's good to see you. I'm fucking real glad you made it out of there.
Samesies.
Jesus. So like, what did this fucking thing look like? So he'll probably kind of grill you a little bit more about that, just because you're here in person. Gerald will also have a bit of news. And he probably won't want to talk about it out in the open just because it's a little odd, but he'll probably, once you guys have your own room, it's like, so I had a complaint about something. I did some kind of poking around while Gideon was out. He's been up to some kind of weird shit, it looks like. You remember that Willem guy?
Yeah.
Him and his dagger? Yeah.
It's just like, what about the fucking dagger?
Well, daggers in a fucking circle in Gideon's lab.
Okay.
It's not going anywhere anytime soon. But that Orlok, I'm not sure when or how he did this, but he saved the head.
Alright, so I'm guessing he's talking to Willow?
I think he's trying to. He's got it in a vat. It's real gross. I just kind of stuck my head in because I was looking for some notes. It was just kind of there on a desk. And I was just kind of what the fuck? So,
are you concerned by that?
I'm kind of just weirded out. I just needed someone to talk to about that because I don't think I've ever seen him save a head before. It's fucking weird.
I mean,
It's like
I imagine that he's casting Speak with Dead with it.
But that's weird, right? You just hold on to a head just so you can keep talking to it.
I mean, if you know something from it.
Are we there for this, or is this just a Lauren and Gerald?
I think he probably would have started with just Aloran, but if Aloran was wanting to clue other people into this,
I can put out.
That's fine.
Sorry, I wasn't clear on the scene.
Burberry's just listening through the wall, just oh, that's weird. Oops.
I like Gideon even more. But no, I was pretty much going to say exactly what Burberry said about Speak with Dead and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I know that's a thing. It's weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, keeping dead heads never is fondly looked upon, so that's understandable.
Yeah, you really don't seem super put off by that, huh?
Sorry, I've ripped off a lot of heads, so I'm like.
Oh no, you're just I mean, yeah, we needed to know something from a dead guy, so yeah.
Yeah, I think we've used that before, so I'm like, oh. Sorry.
I'm kind of puzzled that this hasn't come up for me before, if this is a normal thing.
I don't know. Our party's into doing some weird shit, man. So. I don't know.
Maybe you're not representative. I don't know. It was weird to me. First time I've really encountered that, so I was just kind of like,
Yeah, I think
fuck.
seeing a jar and a bat being preserved is definitely a little off-putting for sure. I probably wouldn't be like fond upon seeing that. I'd be like, oh, wonderful, delightful.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. You have fun with that.
Yeah, he's just hanging out, just like, he's all got all these like fucking teeth marks and shit in the neck. Like it's grody. It's nasty.
Lauren kind of laughs about that. Fuck that guy. Sorry, I really hated him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not judging at all. Not you, at least. Gideon, I'm kind of like, what the fuck? But I guess that's not really a what the fuck thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
He hadn't said anything about the guy or the fucking temple up there recently, so like I don't know. I don't think he's learned anything super useful or pertinent yet.
Yeah. Plus, it's also, I think, has to do if he's willing to share anything or not.
Just all F words.
Yeah. Very
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, that's kind of what I imagine him saying. But I'm glad you're here. You can meet my best buddy on this island. His name is Adlar. I have to tell you, I'll tell him about like what happened at the dinner thing and be like, don't worry. It was really funny. He's really mad at me about it. Now he wants to do it to my mom. And I'm like, my mom will just be like, what are you doing, Lauren? Disappointment in her eyes. I can already see it.
Does your mom know about this? Us?
She's like, wait, have I told them? Have I told them that? Actually, no, I don't think I have told my mom. This is actually kind of pretty, like, new, so. Yeah, probably not. But I can tell her.
That's up to you. Like, my parents have been dead for decades, so, like, I'm not really gonna force the issue or nothing. Did I just make this weird? Should we talk about that too?
It doesn't have their heads saved?
You don't have their heads saved and put in a vat?
Yeah, no, it's weird. Like when they died, that was like it just didn't come to mind to do that. So
yeah, well now you know for the future. If I die, you can come find my head.
Next time somebody dies, I'll hold on to that. Get a vat ready.
Yep, gotta have multiple, just in case.
It's kind of fucking dark.
Never said it wasn't. But yeah, I think I'll have Adler. Well, not Adler. I'll take Gerald with me with the rest of the party, and then later at night I'll be like, "Well, I hope you're ready to party because I came here to party."
Are we drinking? Is that what we're doing? We're drinking tonight?
Oh yeah.
All right, I guess we're drinking. Sure.
How good is Gerald at the coin in the cup game?
Dex check, Gerald. It's respectable looking. Oh, damn it. That wasn't the right. He rolls a 15.
Oh, not bad.
Not bad.
Good form.
He's okay. Thanks.
And then I'll probably
I
introduce
haven't played this in a
Gerald
while.
to Adlar. Just so that they know each other now.
Yeah, play, what's that look like?
Yeah, what does that look like? I'm very interested.
Let's just watch Pled talk to himself.
I assume Gerald is already there. Adler is probably coming to meet you at the bar because this is the bar you guys always drink at. And Adler's like, so this is the guy. Like, this is dinner guy.
Yeah.
Gerald, Adler, good to meet you. Same. What do you do? I hunt around here. What about you? I hunt other places.
Lauren's watching this unfold kind of gleefully. She's probably standing by Noelle, like just sipping her drink, like.
That's just waiting for them to merge into one voice.
They probably just both look at you after a couple seconds.
Noelle's gonna lean over to Laura and say, "Careful, they might fall in love with each other."
I'm okay with it.
They're both
As
home.
long as
That's
I'm
your
in the
secret
middle.
goal. But wouldn't that be hot though?
Yeah, that's literally what Lauren will say. What is that?
This is where Lauren starts writing fanfic.
That's what she handed Pled earlier, that 12-page document. That was the Lauren, or that was the Gerald Adlar
Gerald
fanfic.
X Adlar X Aloran polyfic.
Gerald Adlar and Aloran's watching.
So continue.
Yeah, Lauren's now like, yes. I love this plan.
I think the gist of this evening, Gerald is definitely not advertising that he's Gatewatch. He keeps things pretty mellow, and I think Adlar's just like not super perturbed. He's not really worried about anything. He's just like, cool, all right. Seems like a cool guy. The minute Gerald gets up to go to the bathroom, Adlar leans in and is like, he's so fucking old. What are you doing?
Don't touch me, Adler.
I mean, yeah, he's like, a silver fox and all that, but like, what the hell?
Well, he's a hot silver fox.
I'm
Is he
almost
not?
like... Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's
he's
fair.
hot. You can't even
That's
lie.
fair.
How old is Adlar?
Yeah, how old are
Isn't
you,
he an
Adler?
elf?
Hey, look, it's different for us, okay? We get like a good 90 years to fuck around, okay? You guys, sorry to say, don't have that luxury.
I live pretty long.
Like elf long? I genuinely don't know, like, what your people are like. His people
Yeah.
definitely don't.
Okay.
I'm surprised he's still standing.
How long do Tritons live? Oh, I thought they lived up to a
Pretty
few
close to
hundred years.
human. Around
Tritons live 200 years.
Oh, 200.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Lauren's a wee baby Triton.
So on Varagos, that's probably like a century and a half, give or take.
Yeah. And be like, I live for 200-ish years.
Okay, so, I'm maybe starting to get my first wrinkles, and you are like, foot in the grave. That's about where we're at, But your boyfriend is he's like halfway under already. It's like 3 feet down.
Yes, but think of all the experience.
Yes, Burberry. Yes.
I've probably got
Think
just
about-
as much.
Next time Gerald shows up, he's in a wheelchair.
No. We do the walker before the wheelchair.
Right.
Yeah, next time Gerald walks up, Adlar goes back to the bar, and you look past Gerald to see Adlar. Adlar's just hunched over, caning forward.
And she's just like,
He's just like, he's gonna make fun of you for your old man boyfriend, though.
oh.
Even
Lauren's
though-
gonna since he's doing this, Lauren is gonna go to dinner at least a few more times. And be like,
You
"Oh,
should-
Adler."
You show up the next night, Adlar's like, oh fuck,
Yeah. She's literally gonna
Just
do
the
it.
eyebrow raise. Like,
just to spite him.
I know where you live.
Yeah.
and worse,
Me,
your
Adler.
parents like me.
Yeah. Your parents freaking love me, Adler.
He's just head in his hands, just picking the food, just like, I fucked up. I should not have done. Night.
And I think in this one, she'll be a little more extra. She'll put a hand on his shoulder and arm. And she's just like,
Just fucking just dead-eyed at you, like, what the fuck are you doing?
You're right. Gerald isn't as old as you, but these memories are going to be as old as Gerald.
exactly. You'll remember this to the end of your days. I will haunt you when I am in the grave.
Oh my god. Question: what is Gerald doing while you're having dinner at Adlar's? What do you tell him?
I tell him that Adlar was being a dick, and I'm gonna go fuck up his life. And make it really awkward with him and his parents if he's okay with that.
Yeah, go nuts.
Yeah. He was being hostile, giving me a real hard time, and I'm about to go give him an even harder time.
Barnaby, are you fishing while you're on Feral?
Yes. I haven't been able to fish for a good while.
I think Gerald might probably join you while Alorn is out having dinner, fucking with Adlar.
You want to talk about anything?
Don't have to. You?
Good point.
They don't say a single word to each other the rest of the evening.
You know where you're gonna pull around here?
Oh, can I make a really funny joke real quick? Like, I just have this, like, really funny image of going, oh, I got a big one, and then he's like, here, let me help you, and they're like, oh, so big.
That's
Anyway.
another chapter in the fanfic.
Alorn starts writing her second AU, Barnaby x Gerald, as soon as she
What do you
goes
know?
back
That's
to
on my bucket list.
Be the star of fanfics right here to report it out.
You come back.
Preferably something tasteful.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll say
Yeah.
Sides hurt.
Gerald is probably a fairly he's a fairly like competent fisherman. He's not like, you know, a fucking stellar talent here, but this definitely feels like something that he does on his off time. Barnaby. So I don't know. He's more than content to just kind of vibe and fucking sit and fish. Killing time in the evening. Unless you got something pressing you want to ask.
Oh.
I may have to ask something that I may or may not want to know.
What's that?
Are there coconut crabs around here? I never really checked before. I thought I didn't see any right away, but I had a recent brush in with them a while back. I'd prefer to keep away from them.
I would say so far, Barnaby, in all your time on Feral, you have not seen a single coconut crab.
Good. Doesn't mean they don't exist.
No, it doesn't. But
that's why I'm asking him if he's ever seen them.
Oh, me? I mean, I've almost never been to Feral, so I really don't know this island super well. Never seen them along the coast, though.
Yeah, they don't breathe water after they grow up.
Yeah, no, they're the tree crabs, right? They like climb up.
Barnaby just visibly shudders. Yep, that's them.
Yeah, they eat birds and shit. Now those Duran, I think, has seen some of those before. He was doing runs along the south rim, though. Looking into some leads down that way a few years back. I think he got almost as far as Helia before he turned back. But he said he came across some weird shit on the islands out that way.
That wouldn't be a good idea.
I don't think
would be a good idea.
I don't think they'd come this far west.
That's good to hear. I'm going to have to ask him if he knows any others. Because I'd like to stay away from them, I'll put it that way.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. They're kind of...
I got a scar for one that pinched me real good about a few days ago. He just lifts up his pant leg to a very obvious bullet scar. He's like, "Yeah, one pinched me real good like this."
Gerald just kind of looks at the fucking gunshot wound, and then looks to the gun on your back. He's like, "Yeah, that looks real bad. Broke the skin and everything, huh?"
I've never been pinched so hard.
Looks like it hurt.
It did. That's why I'm trying to avoid them.
Can't say I blame you. Holy shit. It's like later that night, he's like, "So, your buddy Barnaby's, he shot himself in the leg the other day, right?"
Yeah, that was part of the demon. I think he was being like swarmed by coconut crabs in an illusion.
Gotcha. Yeah, he still seems to think that happened. That actually happened.
Yeah, he currently thinks he's dreaming.
No
So
shit.
there's not much we can do.
That's not great.
I mean, he's not suicidal or anything, or harming others, so it could be worse.
Sums up our entire party.
Well, he is harming others. It's just monsters.
Yeah, but they don't count.
Fair enough. Well, how's that, Lars?
Oh, wonderful. I laid it on extra thick tonight. He will never live this moment down. It's great.
Good to hear.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
I have a scene I could inject unless someone else wants to do something.
What you got?
If I could get a one-on-one chat with Burberry briefly.
Oh, shit.
I would just say, first off, cloak attaches to the leather now. Thank you so much for the gift
Looks
again.
amazing. I'm glad you
It is
like
perfect.
it.
I do a spin. I wish that was all I was in here to ask you about, but I also wanted to just ask you a question about the situation you found yourself in. As far as I understand how things played out for you, you were in the Conclave, you bumped into Koron, this curse happened as a result of some disagreements with that deity, and you've functionally kind of bailed from the Conclave. You're still a member, though, correct?
Yes. That's everything that you've said sounds fairly accurate.
Okay. I guess my question at this point is, have you ever thought about just revealing this to them? Just them?
Not initially. Although I have been considering it, whenever I next have a conclave available that I speak the same language that the owner of the establishment does.
Right, yes, that would be important.
I unfortunately, according to my notes, I do not have that here. That being said, I am a little reluctant to lay all my cards on the table, as it were.
I could understand the inclination. I can't say I know what you're going through, but I imagine the fear.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen? They're going to kick us out. Yes, that is exactly what might happen. Oh, well, that would suck.
It would be unfortunate. I guess the only reason I ask is because, I don't have much experience with the Conclave. I've had random encounters once in a while over the years and stuff, and obviously the stuff that we've seen together in the last few months, but Uh, they've all been very kind and pretty reasonable people. Especially the lady on Montauban. She was extremely sympathetic and very nice to all of us. And it just made me wonder if, you don't have any clear answers yet on how to fix your issue. Maybe the collective efforts of the Conclave. You're a member, and they don't seem like a kind of group that would want to leave someone like you behind.
Yes, what you are saying is true, and I probably will be visiting one further down again whenever I can have a good solid conversation. Because honestly, I was a bit shell shocked whenever we did see the conclave in. They apparently were looking for me.
Oh yes, I forgot about that. That's also interesting.
Yeah, so I imagine they have some inkling that something happened since they did deliver that specific notice.
It kind of seems, just from a cursory read, it sounds like maybe they're worried about you.
I hadn't thought of it that way. It's weird thinking of a large organization like that caring about singular members. Because the numbers, I mean, you know how it is. The more people there are in a group of thing, the less a single individual. Yeah, so I would like to visit a conclave and lay all the cards at the table at some point, especially now that I have a little bit of better grasp on what happened. And not just now that I understand that this is not a necessarily permanent thing and that it is reversible, it seems like a better idea than not.
I would encourage you to, just partially because, this is very unique and strange, and it's not something I think any one of us could fix alone, necessarily. Maybe together we can figure it away, but the more help we have, the better our chances.
Friendship! Shut up, sir.
I'm sorry, I've been super sappy recently. I think of that almost dying thing,
Yeah, it would really do it, do you? I think all of us are trying to come to terms with the sins of our past. Or present, as it were.
I don't have any of those.
Oh, really? Noelle?
Is it getting hot in here? I'm not the one on trial here.
Yes, I feel like I am not the only one running, and if you do ever decide that you would like to turn around or stop, I will be happy to support you in any such endeavor.
I very much appreciate that. I can say this much, Burberry. The only one who could ever get in trouble for the things that I've done is me. And I think the way I left things, it would be a mutually assured destruction on whoever might call me out.
Fair enough.
I don't think any of you guys are in trouble or at risk of harm because of my past.
I haven't had a good deal of friends that I have actively worried about not dying with. That's actually quite exclusive to this group, I must say.
That's new for me too.
Very strange. However, I will say that any harm that comes to you would not be harm to only you. Because you mean a lot to us.
You should be a poet.
No, I should not.
It's a big no from Burberry.
I believe the last time he wrote a poem, he said, I could be a poet. And I didn't even be aware of it.
So close, though.
Burr, have you been drinking?
So funny. Yes! I've been, well, I was going to hang out with Lauren, but she went off and wasted, 2 precious hours that she could have been screwing.
Holy shit.
I just now realized I'm talking to Burr.
A silver fox on a prank, which is amazing. Mildly disappointing, and she could have done that after he left, but amazing nonetheless. And you're speaking to both of us, Noel, because apparently I'm not to be left unattended.
That's true. I just always kind of assume I'm speaking to both of you at this point. I was just gonna say to put a pin in this, I guess. I also kind of hadn't thought of it that way. Like I said, I haven't been in a scenario like this where I've had kind of this found family in a long time. So if I see any path forward to resolving some of the issues that sit behind me, I will perhaps ask for aid. But right now, I see no actionable steps. Plus, Lorelai's the one in trouble.
Lorelai's a good soul. In one way or other.
I think that might be something we'll disagree on.
Well, if she wasn't, would Noelle be here?
You're too good at this. Alright, I think Lauren, I heard her knocking on the door. It wasn't our door. She might already be drunk.
You just hear this rhythmic fucking...
I'll cast silence in their room.
Through the wall.
It's got a 120-foot range.
Oh my god.
Knock everything on my desk over.
They're disturbing the neighbors, both of them. Actually, no wait, all 6 of them.
They're so loud
Or
though,
8.
for real. She is yelling practically.
Well, at least someone's making up for lost time.
Oh god.
Cat is so sorry.
I'm going to take this
It's
opportunity to go
canon
get some
now.
dinner.
It's canon. Lauren's loud as fuck.
Glad we could establish that in the session.
If anybody was curious, now you know. Oh my god.
Man. That was a nice little heart to heart.
Alright, thank you for chatting with me.
Anytime. I finished my homework.
Homework?
Elvish.
Oh, good. Oh, no, this is all wrong. And then we go over that for the next 2 hours.
Dang it, the kids that worship Kor said that this was
The problem is, if you get one of the tenses wrong, the whole sentence gets messed up.
Oh, did I accidentally insult someone again?
Oh, this is not a good word. No, this... Steer clear of this one. Alright.
So, is there anything else that you guys want to cover during your time on Feral?
You can go first, Barbara.
I believe that Aloran and I were also supposed to have some sort of conversation.
Yes, and that is what I was going to bring.
I've been popular to bed today.
Okay.
You're the heart-to-heart person. I need to get popcorn.
It's fine. This one will be run by this half. Which means it will go much differently.
Probably.
Because the Lord is my bro. She might be a girl. She's my bro.
So it's like 2 in the morning.
Are we doing
2 in the
this
morning. Aloran shows up with like a towel and like a glass of water. She's like, "Oh God, Burberry."
Her voice is hoarse.
Okay, so I'm gonna do some lesser restoration on that.
I can speak again. Thank you.
Unfortunately, it also made you sober.
Oh, I got plenty of booze to rectify that.
Well, what can we do for you, Aloran?
Well,
Do you need a drinking buddy?
Always. But
Hold on, let
also-
me get our coat on.
I think I need.
Oh, do tell. Are you going to give it a rating? Is it a
no.
1 or a 9?
On the scale. What scale are we talking?
We'll go 1 through 10. I'm not going to assume that it's a perfect 10. Because, I guess it could have been louder.
Oh, you're asking about that. Can I roll?
Of course I am.
Can I roll and figure that out? Or do I need to roll?
Give me a performance check.
Second. Performance have its own.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a 7.
17. Okay. Gerald got a 21.
There it is.
17 plus 4.
10 out of 10.
Oh, hell yeah!
10 out of 10.
Oh, sorry, before you guys dig into this, you might want to reconnect real quick, Johnny, because your mic's starting to cut out again.
Damn it.
Sorry, I just didn't want like half that conversation to be like, what?
That's fair.
Sorry, could you say that again? I couldn't hear you
Speak
through the
into the
booze.
microphone, please.
You're slurring.
Okay. Is that better?
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
But we don't have to do it tonight. We can talk about it tomorrow morning when I don't have alcohol pumping into my system.
You want me to fix it again?
No.
It's so
I-
easy. I
I
prepped
know.
the spell today and everything. I foresaw
I
this
know.
big problem.
I'm in a wonderful place right now. Like one of the best lays of my life. I'm intoxicated.
And
Right.
so I believe that Burr is trying to ask you in an incredibly crass manner. Was there a specific reason you needed to talk to us tonight?
Oh, no, I was just gonna say if tomorrow morning you could help me, I don't know, meditate or something.
Oh,
I
would
don't
be
know how it
happy
works.
to help you meditate. Yes, it's a lot of clearing your mind and focusing on your breathing initially.
Do I have to be sober for it?
It's easier when you're sober because you're less distractible.
Okay, that's what I thought. And then she'll just start pulling bottles out, and I'll be like, I'm gonna hand these to you then, so I don't have the urge to drink them.
The fact that you managed to keep all of these in your pockets is truly impressive.
I have pockets for days when it comes to alcohol.
Where? Like, he's just looking at your outfit. Like,
it has all the folds in the skirts. You can just kind of like tuck them in there, you know?
I was wondering why I kept hearing clinking when you walked by.
Now you know. But I think I probably also will have to kind of tell you about what happened a little bit more.
No, we're all
Tomorrow.
ears. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
We're all ears tomorrow.
Not when I'm... I don't know. When will be better, honestly.
Well, in that case, girl, there is a man in the other room. You should be in there.
Okay. Tomorrow morning. And then she just springs like a panther on Gerald.
I'm going to cast silence again.
10 minutes later.
Gerald has panther claw marks in his back.
Honestly, that's probably the least obvious sign. The man is very heavily scarred.
It's true.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to save it for next session or not.
Yeah, I think we're dragging a little bit, but we could probably wrap up downtime and start quest preparations next session. Because we got a couple of holidays coming up that I do want to just make y'all aware of, and I don't think we've really got time for that tonight. And then I also had another thing that I wanted to hit on that we did not reach tonight. So next session, wrap down time and begin preparing for Daggermore. Sound good?
Oh,
cool.
Well, I have... Oh, never mind. We'll figure that out next session.
Okay.
Cool. So we'll just call this a wrap on the 14th, roughly.
Sure.
And yeah, Chani, I'll have responses ready for you next session as well. For all of your letters you've been sending. And that should do it for this session. I don't know if there's going to be an MVP, but we can vote for an MVP this session. If anybody's got any suggestions, thoughts, nominees?
I'll vote for Burberry for suffering through power outage.
That's fair.
The weirdest reason I've gotten so ever.
But
Okay.
Here's the thing: you made the effort to join even when you had to use your phone.
True.
Yeah, it was only an hour late.
Okay. So Pete, talk us through this our support point system again, because it's been a minute since
There's
we've
a
used
whole
it.
rule set in that other Discord channel.
That's true.
What did I write? It should be in the maps and
Player
documents.
notes, maps and documents, RP system, in-character interactions. Get an RP point. You only get one RP at a session. Player cannot have more than 3 at a time. Players will have the opportunity to earn another one as the MVP. Okay.
Yep. So
Burberry would get an RP, and then Lauren, Burberry, and Noel would probably also get the standard RP for the session.
Okay. So me and Lauren have 1. Burberry has 2.
Gotcha.